much PvP.
It is stream time.
I'm selling shit, so it's boring.
Hello. Hello,
Hello.
stream. We have arrived. Yeah, Mel was sick today, so we're doing something.
Yippee.
Did I move my stream chat? Huh? Has that always been there? I'm so confused. Anyway, Evercold, am I right?
Yes. We love Evercold.
It looks so fun.
Yes.
I love Norse mythology.
Yes, same. I still need to play Ragnarok.
Uh,
I mean, I played the first part, so you
Yes.
know, it was good.
Boy.
But I still have to play the second one. Boy.
Boy.
I love Boy.
Boy. Ah, Dad
love-
of Boy, the best video game.
That of boy.
And soon the spin-off Mom of Boy.
Yeah.
I'm
They
That's why I
announced
excited
also
for that
have to
one,
play-
actually.
why I
I
also have to
am
play-
so hyped for that one.
That's why I also have to play Ragnarok, so I do not get
You have
spoiled
to
for Ragnarok
understand,
by
I have
playing
a-
that one.
I have a problem with, like, I don't know. I'm bad at games is the problem, so I'm probably actually
fair.
not going to play it. But recently, what I've been doing is learning the entire plots of games that I should have played because they're entirely in my wheelhouse by
Oh.
reading fan fiction of them.
Fair.
Ah. Germany be like,
This
ever
is-
hot? Yeah.
This is how I know what happens
Thank you.
in Cyberpunk 2077 and in Baldur's Gate 3. Both games that I really like. I should be playing those games. Like, they're very, very obviously designed for me. But
I mean-
instead, I read
Yeah.
1.5 million words of fan fiction of Cyberpunk 2077, and all I can say is Silverarm hot.
Yes. Yes. Why haven't you played Baldur's Gate? Baldur's Gate is literally just D&D.
Yes, so I
That's
have
so
played
long.
Baldur's Gate,
Ah.
but the fanfic that I'm reading of Baldur's Gate is so interesting that I decided to hold my playthrough on the fanfic releasing more content. The
Mhm.
fanfic just went into Act 2, and so I've finished Act 1.
So, when I played Baldur's Gate, I was coincidentally spoiled about one thing in the game by the speed run. Because
Oh,
the
no.
speed run doesn't play Act 3.
Hmm.
Because there actually is an ending in Act 2. But it requires you to blow up.
Oh, I do have 100 of every single type of dye
I
on
have so much.
Ginger Rogers.
when when they changed the system and I suddenly
Yeah.
had like 1,000 die, I was like, oh no.
I don't even have that
Oh,
much,
no.
and
So
I still
much
have a lot.
dye.
Yeah.
Just like there was just so much.
I have on all of my characters, I have one of my retainers is a dye mule, and
Yeah, I had that too.
Hmm.
and I had nearly 100 of every type of dye. Actually, that's not true. All of the ones that were more limited in how I could get them were 20 to 30. And then
Yeah, and
the
just like normal dyes are
buyable
100,
ones
yeah.
I didn't have anywhere near as
Mhm,
Yeah,
many.
same.
mhm.
I was around what I had as well. That's why I suddenly had like over 1,000. I was like, oh no.
I'm just
Yeah.
walking around right now.
Walking.
So, FanFest keynote, am I right?
Am I right? Floor was uncomfy.
Floor was so uncomfortable.
Next time I fucking know.
Yeah.
Next time we go to the entrance
Yeah.
with the special needs and get the fucking thing. We're like, thanks.
But it's gonna be in fucking
Not
Paris.
any-
I don't want to go to Paris.
I would for FanFest, but then literally I would go like just the weekend, like go on Friday
Yeah.
and go back on Monday. I would literally do that if it's in Paris. I would still like to go.
I would also
that's
definitely
really
fly
like-
this time.
Yeah, I think I would also fly.
I'm
No,
not
I
driving
think
the
actually,
car.
Train would be too bad, I think, for me to.
Yeah, but that's because you get to go from a good train network to a good train network.
Exactly, and I could go with the TGV.
Yeah. But I should fly. I mean, I have
Yeah.
Düsseldorf like right there,
Yeah.
which has
I
an
probably would
airport.
also fly.
I have a big international airport, like 10 minutes from my
I mean, I
city.
have time until then, and then I can do. I can maybe finish my Zero cosplay. Someday I will. I'm just so slow in making cosplays.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so slow.
So,
But I guess that they look good though. So that's the trade-off. I do a lot of detail work and just take forever.
I am unreasonably excited for all of the, like, base system design changes they're making in
Yeah.
Evercold. I'm looking forward to tombstones no longer existing. That's going to be very nice.
My tombstones. What am I
But
supposed to do with
But how are they
that?
going to do the relic weapon?
Yeah. You do not buy it. Just you do not simply buy it. Okay.
They're going back to individual quests. Atmas.
And maybe they find something in between. You know.
Maybe.
Like I did like that they had like the one-time things.
Mm-hmm.
But I do think like at least for the very last one they should have done something that is repeatable, because now you're just like, well, I have time to just farm stones until
booped.
Evercold to get every fucking weapon, I guess.
Yes.
It's kind of lame. I mean, I'm probably just gonna level stuff and whatever. I still
Yeah.
have to level a lot of my classes.
Evolved mode is also a crazy idea.
Mm-hmm.
The stuff they previewed in Anaheim is just, huh?
Mm.
What do you mean
Yeah.
you now get bonus if you parry late? Oh, there's
That's
so
so
many
good.
tanks are going to die in 7.
Yeah, but like that was too late. Well. Did you see the keynote, Eddie?
I did not actually.
Oh.
No. That was very
all
funny.
I've seen a couple of like the preview images, but I don't have all of the information.
Because
They
they also
previewed a lot
revealed
of
the theme
environments
for
this
the,
time.
Yeah, they also revealed the theme for the
Oh, yeah.
the 8-person raid. We
Do
were
you know
sitting
it?
like there, was like, and I just started the music. Was like, I didn't hear it properly because we were so to the side. I was like, what are they playing? Like, oh no. Oh no. I mean, that means we'll get amazing glam.
Yeah.
We will get amazing glam, and I'm looking forward to
Yeah,
it.
that's true.
One of our friends got a meet and greet with Yoshida, I think.
Nice.
No, was it Yoshida? I think
No.
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 Who was it?
I mean, I think one with the primals and
Yeah.
Jason and all of them, and
No, because Bayan
What
got
if Bayan-
Bayan
yeah, but-
asked at one of the meet and greets, like, how many belts will there be in the glamour from the 8-player raid? And the answer he got was just yes.
Yes.
I want to know what yes means in that context.
As many as possible.
And
Yeah.
probably, I really do hope that they finally figured out how they can make more because, like,
Mhm.
I understand. Yeah, my biggest problem is even though it's now unlocked, I still have some specific glams, but there are more classes than there are glams. You know, it's like
Mhm.
Yeah.
help! I need more glams.
Also, in the keynote when they announced like the people that were collaborating with them was Koji. Yeah, was Koji. Hello, Bayern.
Koji.
I didn't get to meet a single person. I'm so sad.
I met Soken and
Nice.
Yeah,
was the sound
That's the best one.
the sound effect
that is the best one.
leader and Soken.
Yes,
That was great.
Sukid is the best one. The boy. But yeah, when they announced it, Koji went like, and there's also character design by you know who.
Yeah. We'll get a lot of belts.
Yes.
Belts. All of the belts. It'll be amazing.
Yes. Koji
Very
also risked
interesting.
his job by bringing up the butt slider.
Yeah, that was so fun. Do you know that? Do you know? That was so good.
Because one of the things is like they want players to be able to make designs that are not law conforming.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
By allowing people to turn off the war paint on Mikote and the nose shading on Vieira and Lalafell,
Mhm.
among other things. And also allowing
Yeah.
people to just make green elves, apparently.
I am not a big fan of that, but like, I'm just not gonna do it, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think
Um,
that's also the point that Yoshida had because he was like, yeah, well, I wouldn't play a character that's not lore accurate, but if someone
Yeah.
else wants to. And also, I think like at this point, you've been playing this game for so long, and maybe you have like a Mikote that just like grew up in the city and not actually in the tribe setting, so it makes sense for them to not have the war markings,
Yeah.
you know?
Mm-hmm.
Could be. So fair. Also, I think the best thing from that was for me when they just announced that all Aura can now unlock horns, so you can choose whatever
Yeah,
horn with whatever
they
face
are going
you choose.
to
Like, oh my
untether
god!
the horn selection from the face
Oh,
selection. It's no longer
like
the
the main
same
reason
thing.
the main reason I have those horns was because of the face. Because I like the face. It was like, well, I have to take those horns that I cannot choose. I want that face though.
Yeah.
Oh, it's gonna be great. I think like the whole room, like every fucking Aura player was like,
Yes.
funny.
But yeah, so they are trying out a lot of stuff with this expansion. Gameplay wise, system wise, they said like
Yeah.
they're trying to make it as good as possible as they can before launch, but also please don't get too mad if it's not perfect day one.
Mm-hmm.
They will dial it by player feedback as the expansion continues. Because like one of the big things is that they are removing daily limits for gear progression entirely, and they're going to a weekly based system for the regular like battle gear progression. For like to accommodate people who can only play on the weekends, because doing your tome cap in one weekend is really annoying.
It is very tough.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're also going to if the mock-up is an indication, probably going to add more ways to get gear progression than just like a select amount of roulettes. You're going to have more freedom over what you're playing to progress your gear.
If you do like fates or stuff for it, or
And because it worked pretty well for PvP, they are probably going to do a season pass shape for the system, but
Mhm.
like not an actual season pass that you need to buy. They also, like they already said in Anaheim, they are now calling the patch that releases the new 8-player raid plus the patch that releases the new Alliance raid and the sub-patches of that second patch. So what is 0.0 and 0.1 series right now a season, which doesn't mean that the game is getting seasons. They are just calling that pre-existing pattern of content releases a season.
Yeah.
So we have a word to talk about it. Because it was really painful to talk about it in communication. And they are just calling that unit of content a season now. But it doesn't change what it is. They're not going to ask for more money. They actually made sure that every time they use the word season, they follow it up by, and as we've already said, that doesn't mean we're doing season passes that you need to pay for. Nothing is changing there.
Yeah.
Because they realize, like, that means something in free-to-play, and they don't want players to get the wrong idea from just hearing that one snippet of the live stream.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're probably going to see, like, PvP-like reward progression for PvE as well. In Evercold, if the mock-up doesn't change significantly until release. They'll probably show the final shape of all the systems in Tokyo in October. Yeah. But that's super interesting. They're also trying something for the main story, which they will implement a system where you can play a large portion of it in any order. Like, similarly how the first 2 areas in Heavensward and Stormblood have been kind of split up. Where you could go to either a Sea of Clouds or to Western Kurthus, I think. But like for a larger portion of the storyline. And then they meet back up. And they will be written in such a way where the order you play them in doesn't matter in terms of how information is revealed.
Mm-hmm.
You're not going to be spoiled.
I was just guessing that it's just literally like, yeah, well, we have to help all the different parts anyway.
Yeah.
Just free in which order, because there's not one part that needs your help like more right now than the others. Just like, well, all of them need help.
They also showed the areas. And we are apparently not going to be on the surface of the planet. At all.
I wanted to go to the ice!
The field areas are going to be skyships that are larger individually or the same size as current overworld maps. And that's what the field areas are going to be. Apparently 1 for each element?
Yeah. Seemed like that. For all the elements that aren't ice.
So it's actually
ice
not.
Is enough.
Yeah, it's actually not going to be that snowy in Evercold.
I want stop.
That's good. Do you want to do a dungeon? High level roulette. High level dungeon roulette.
Yippee!
Not expert, because I'm level.
I'm
90.
not going to play Asphododon.
What?
I don't want to.
I can come with a Benui. Give me a second.
Huh?
Yeah.
Well, you will only get like into level 60 stuff, so.
Yippee!
That's fine. I'm level 90.
But I'm right now.
not even in
I
any of the new...
need a second.
I'm not into the new world yet.
But yeah, they revealed a bit about it, and it looks really cool. The first area they showed more about is where the player city is going to be, and that gives like Norse mythology FF10 vibes.
Yeah, it has very, very like
It looks very very sin.
It's cool.
Mm.
And then the second
good.
area,
Good.
they showed is like really like steampunk.
I love steampunk. And also people went
I love
crazy
steampunk.
for Bastion.
Yes.
For Rita Teen, woo! Rita Teen shard, woo!
But yeah, we're finally getting Rita Teen as a class. It's happening.
Yes. Excitement.
Yeah. It looks so dumb.
It does. I love it. I love how a lot of the tank classes are just like, and also a gun.
We love a gun. We need a gun. Oh no.
They apparently just like adding guns to tank classes.
Yep.
Gun.
Like,
And
out of
I'm
the
also
ones...
looking forward to that we will get animations, different animations you can equip.
Out of the classes
Sword
that
and
were
shield.
designed specifically for
Sword
this
and
game...
shield. Sword and gun. Shield and gun.
Yes.
You know, shield and gun.
Big fucking sword.
Yes. Just berserk. Just berserk the show. It's so wild. I wonder what the second class is gonna be.
Good question. I mean, they did show like a clip with like a bird sound in it, and were saying that this was from the new class, so maybe a pet for a range.
Yes.
Range with a pet. Actually, ranger, maybe. We will see.
I made it to Tuliolal.
I cannot go to Tuliolal.
Tuliolal.
But I do have to change servers anyway first. But I just got in. I will make it.
Say my name, Bastion.
There's so much stuff in our future. I also can't believe they're putting the FF7 Gold Saucer into the Gold Saucer.
Yes! Oh yes! That will come like September, October?
Pretty soon, yeah. They're just adding the entire Gold Saucer into the Gold Saucer.
Yeah, we get a part
Excellent.
in our Gold Saucer that looks like the Final Fantasy VII Gold Saucer. It's amazing. And also a
Good.
minigame. A
Yeah,
typing
I'm looking forward to it.
minigame!
Yes, we're getting a
Yippee!
typing minigame.
And you can get Tifa's clothes from it.
Yes.
Or Barrett, if you're a male character, I guess. I'm so sad.
I do like Tuliyolal's night theme.
Yeah.
I kind of
Yes.
hate its day theme, but I like its
No,
night
I like
theme a
it.
lot.
More,
I like jazz vibes.
yes.
You like
Tuliola.
jazz. Tulio.
I don't know why they pronounce it so weird in the German dub.
I don't know.
Tuliolal. Ha.
Tuliyolal.
Yippee. I love wiping to Alexander. That was great.
I love wiping.
I'll
I'll
wipe
wipe
you.
you.
Oh, why are you like this?
The Blowjob Brothers.
Amazing. Yes, so.
Wow. Bit.
So small.
You're so small.
So small.
So small.
There is a reason why this looks very, very much like the character design for Pyro.
It's because it's
Um,
Pyro.
It's because it's Pyro. Pyro is maybe my favorite of the TTRPG characters that I've played in a long
Aw.
time.
I mean, I like Wes as well. I don't like playing him.
Yeah. I love
It's bad
tracking
because
her
Pyro
show.
is a horrible person.
I mean, it was my decision. It was my fault. I'm so sorry. I did that to him.
Saw like a D&D short the other day, which was one of those like people just reading out a Reddit or a Tumblr post type of videos.
Mm.
And the person in the post was like, I
Maybe.
started having so much more fun playing D&D when I stopped thinking of myself as
You
the
don't have an
characters.
adventurer plate?
What?
Do I have one?
No, I do.
Yeah, I do.
It just got reset on Fantasia apparently.
Oh.
see. I like mine.
It
So
should
how
be
the fuck
visible
yours
now.
is
World
good.
travel again?
I like yours.
Ah, yes.
I have to like outright travel server, like world.
I don't know.
I think we do not have it unlocked yet that I can directly change
Yeah.
servers. To light, I have to do
I think so.
data center travel.
I
I don't do that enough. I was like, how do I do that?
was like, the person was like, I started having so much more fun playing D&D when I started thinking of myself as the character's writer.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Because when you're like thinking yourself of the character's player, then if you have bad results, you feel like you're losing the game, even though the game doesn't have a win condition.
I'm losing the game.
So
I'm so bad.
the other part is that if you are the player's writer and you are writing a character that is a terrible person, it is a
Mhm.
lot easier to go ahead and do those terrible things.
Yes.
Like, I have a character named Margot who is a
Mhm.
villain, and when I am writing her, playing her, I basically just think of the thing that would absolutely
Yeah.
fuck me up and then have her do it with zero remorse.
And then the other thing, in the post is like, for the other side of the table, is you'll have a much better time DMing if you don't think of the other people there with you as players, but as other people in your writer's room for this comedy show you're writing.
Well, it doesn't have to be a comedy show. It can
But
be
it
any
will
kind of
be.
show. Well, I mean, I've done some horror tables with comedy beats, definitely, but you know, we were definitely trying to torture each other's characters.
I will probably be in Gridania. I think I started in Gridania. So whenever the data center travel works, I will be there.
I'm paying for
Excellent.
teleport to Gridania.
Thank you. Although I'm gonna finish grabbing all of the
Now I just have to log in again.
teleport crystals before I
I don't have
leave
player
to
names
YOLO.
turned on, and I don't think I have your bunny added, so...
Sure you didn't? Didn't you also do like with my bunny the Bahamut?
I don't fucking remember.
Okay.
Do I look like I was
will jump in your
there?
face. I don't know. I don't remember. Do I look like?
But yeah, it's like, no, you're absolutely, you should involve your players in the creative process. Like, one of the
Yeah,
best
sure.
things you can do if your players have an idea that sounds
I
fun
do have
is to
you on my
just go,
friend list, so you should
Sure.
have me as well.
wow, wow.
Hello. Look at my pre-boy.
Boop.
Oh my god.
Yes.
Pet.
Ah.
Damn.
What is name?
Just come to where I am, and then you can...
You can look at
Well, I could do that. Yes, that's true.
just invite me.
I'm going to promote
They said I had only like
Faey
all
so
my
that
classes are
you can
Alright.
invite
below
people.
70.
Invite to party. Oh, wow.
Oi.
Yay!
And then I'm going to promote
request.
Nish,
Damn.
because you're the lowest level player.
Damn. What is everyone playing?
I am a tank.
You're a
'Cause I am
tank.
the
Okay,
tankiest
then I'm gonna. I guess I'm gonna take my mechanist. Or red mage.
I'm generally paladin. Although I could do white mage.
I
Would you
could
rather me
technically
be healer?
level. I could also do
Would you
white
rather me
mage.
be healer?
I'm gonna do white mage.
Oh, never mind. Fine.
Damn.
I mean, you can also be white mage. That's fine. Then I'll be dancer.
Yeah. It's good. It's good. Oh damn. Oh. I looked at my portrait.
Or pictomancer.
Well,
I'm gonna do pictomancer.
Damn.
I'm mostly asking what Niesh wants to play. If Niesh wants to play a tank, then I'll be a healer. If otherwise...
No, it's fine. I need to level like because like with this character we want to like do all the Shadowbringers class quest stuff. So I need like one of each. So I'm leveling like one class for each role. So red mage is fine. I'm gonna level red mage then. Okay, cool. I just got a queue from above down, I guess.
Yeah.
High level dungeon.
Yeah.
There's something so funny.
When ready?
Yeah.
Ready.
Oh, actually, let me teleport to Gridania before.
Do it. Do it.
So that I don't lose the free
Press
teleport.
it.
Damn. Then
Do it.
Nope.
Do it.
Just need a healer. Healer's actually my highest class, funny enough. Even though I did not play it for story.
Where are you?
I'm standing here.
Oh, there you are.
Standing here. Barbecue sauce.
You're so small.
I have I
Small.
have fancy palette.
Ooh,
Look at how
that
fancy
it is.
fun.
It's
That is
Ctesias.
fun. Oh.
Get behind me! I've got you.
Yeah! I was so zoomed in, my
I love that, it's
entire
so
screen
funny.
just was the animation.
Amazing.
I bet you feel safe.
Yes, I do. I feel very, very well protected.
Wow. Yeah.
It would be so funny if I just get hit because you're taller than than your tank. Like,
Yeah.
oh well, sorry. That one
Oh,
is
no.
actually height targeted. What do you mean? That would be
Yes.
so funny.
It's so weird to me that Beastmaster has been in the fucking class list
Yeah.
since 7.5.
Yeah.
It's not available, it's just in there.
True.
So weird.
What do you mean it's not available? We
Honestly,
also saw
no, my
Beastmaster
favorite
on
part-
FanFest.
My favorite part about the entire live letter was spent just showcasing Beastmaster, but the NPC where you do the Beastmaster like roguelite content they made for it doesn't exist yet. So they put a random Moogle in the middle of Raktika.
No. Man.
And
Why would
that's
they
the
do that?
NPC you talk to right now.
Man. Amazing.
That's just the fucking dev NPC. Just a Moogle in the middle of the forest. I'm pretty sure that's not going to be the
Damn.
actual NPC. Wow.
Damn.
Uh,
You know, I'm not level 15, please.
No, it's
Oh
hard.
no.
I know it's hard, but still.
Yep.
There's still options
Get
level 60.
hyped.
Spin.
Oh no.
Spin forever.
Oh, did you look at my portrait? I hope you like it. I tried very hard.
I did.
Thanks.
Bonk. Oh, this class is so overtuned at this level.
Yeah, fair.
Being able to force direct crits is just OP.
Yeah.
Then if the pull goes
I've
fast
heard-
enough, you get to profit from the fact that paintings are instant out of combat.
True.
Did you say pull faster? What was that? Pull faster? Okay.
I didn't say anything.
If the pulse goes fast.
Mind you, the
enough,
healer is
said.
not in call right now.
Ah,
And they are a sprout, so we are torturing them.
My character's
Aw.
also Sprout. That doesn't mean anything.
I have
Bonk,
I should probably Sheltron.
bonk,
Ah,
bonk. I love this class.
Bonk is too strong. I cannot attack.
I should play it in the one fight where it's bad.
Yes.
I'm gonna play it in Tyrant. Nir's gonna heal.
Yes. Sure. I have White Mage. No problem.
Yeah. Are
I
you
do have
Josh
like stacks,
Rubin?
I do have like 20 lilies I can place, right?
Are you Josh Rubin the way it's not a problem?
So no problem.
No problem.
No problem.
I'm so happy
Okay.
that all of my friends
Again.
love Dropout TV.
It's so good.
It is!
Yeah.
I'm looking at the party list like I can do anything about it.
Yeah.
Can look at
Sorry,
it.
I cannot heal you.
I play so much healer.
It's like a party list, party list.
Isuna.
I love Isuda.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, now there's two of them.
Yippee.
I love two.
I love the number
I
2.
am fine.
Gotta be my favorite number. What was that video? Like the top ranking of the top 5 numbers, the
What?
top 10 numbers 1 through 10?
What?
It's an intentionally really confusing video where someone ranked the numbers 1 through 10, 1 through 10.
Amazing.
And at number 4 it's number 5.
Great.
How about a cover?
Cover. Yeah.
I'm not going to touch this. Ah, fuck. Ah. Grotto Piranhu.
Wait,
My
where am I
favorite.
going?
That's a good fucking
Places.
question.
How do I
Places.
go forward?
We
Killing
kill.
enemies.
Why?
I don't know.
I don't
But
know.
I want big
It's in a realm reborn dungeon.
No big pulls allowed.
Why wall? No wall?
A realm
Wall to wall
reborn
is
dungeon.
short.
A realm wall
It's no
dungeon.
good.
When I did my relic, I ended up in Zemael and witnessed a tank who doesn't know how to manage a realm reborn ranged enemy aggro.
Oh no. I mean, I hate them
Ah, yeah,
always.
this room. The brine room. Who doesn't love the brine room?
I love Brian. I mean, huh?
I'm going to take out the wench.
Same.
That's such a mean thing to say.
Take out the winch.
What was that name? What am I supposed to?
Yeah. You
They
sound
did
like
that.
someone being like caught for saying something really like really out of lines. Like, what's your name? I swear, officer. It's what she told me she was called.
Kite.
Fight.
No.
Yep, they have pull range. Welcome to a realm
Aw,
reborn.
that's so stupid.
It is.
You have to stand in the brine. Love the brine.
You have to
Appreciate the brine.
You have to stand in Brian. Sorry.
Damn.
And it's not even David Gilbert. Like, that would be acceptable.
Hello, Brian.
I love Brian David Gilbert.
Hero
He's-
Brian.
Hero Brian. I wish I had like more soundboard stuff set up so I could just play the Minecraft cave sound effect right now. Just imagine the Minecraft cave sound
Should
effect.
get more. Kept medicine. Hello. Yeah, the zombie sound.
This boss, I swear.
I hate him.
What were they thinking? Murder pirate.
Pirate, I like jumping around. Yippee. Stop shooting at me! Please.
I love being knocked back mid-cast.
It's like, goodbye. Have a great time. Ah! Stop.
Like, I
Luckily, I
don't
was dual casting.
I don't really like this boss, but I also don't want them to like delete it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cause
Give me my gap closer back.
No.
no. I've been stunned. Let's go. I love stun. Oh, hello. Captain Slave?
What if I'm
Captain
stunned?
Slave. You're chilling.
Oh, right, I forgot that he just leaves.
Yeah.
Because he's a wimp.
Yeah.
Freaking dickhead.
Yeah, give. I take stuff.
Captain Madison,
It's actually cute.
you suck. He does this in both dungeons he's in.
Yeah. It's just gone.
And I mean, I appreciate the, like, Pirates of the Caribbean, like, reference.
Hmm.
But, you know, he still sucks.
Yeah.
Because like he gets killed by a giant kraken in the first, and then he comes back as a fish
Yeah.
person. Like that's definitely Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yes.
Give me people.
People.
More.
More people.
More.
Even more. Damn.
And everybody. And now I'm invulned.
Yippee!
I do not have AoE.
That's fine. I have plenty.
Melee. No, I have AoE. I do not have AoE melee combo. That's what I. My mana is almost full, but I do not. I do not. I only have single target. Oh well.
Hello. First mate. Oh.
Hello, mate.
Did you need to kill all of these ads? Or just the guy? Ah.
You have to
Yes.
kill them, but they are weak
Why are you weak?
because they're zombies. Zombies.
Zombies.
Zombies.
Zombies.
Zombies. Release the Kraken.
Ow. Oh no. I am being yeeted. I'm not being yeeted. The tentacle died mid-animation, but
I
it
killed
didn't
it.
unstun me.
Oh.
That is so stupid. Not like killing these does a lot, because they just come back when he's half-life.
Yeah, but I just kill like the tentacles that throw you because those are annoying.
Yeah.
I relieve the Kraken arm, but I kill.
Yeah,
the
they don't do
tentacles.
anything.
The other one is just annoying.
I wonder how his aggro works. Like, does attacking the tentacle generate aggro on his main body?
No.
No,
think
I just
so.
have the thing, and so like every now and again I slap him, and that's enough.
Ah, my Mog of A just missed. Because I was blind. Sorry, I can't
blind.
aim at a giant squid when I'm blind.
Of course you can't.
I ain't gonna die.
That's fine.
I get blind.
That's okay.
Hey, that was an Asuna.
Wow! Holy shit!
Wow, wow, wow.
They found the button!
No Sasuna, crazy.
I'm so proud of them.
Me too.
I ignore tentacle. Kill.
Why did I
Kraken.
paint?
I don't know.
Wow!
Painting is
We
nice.
did
I
it.
like painting.
Time for 3 commendations to the random hero.
Yeah, I guess.
Antique Mail. I'm so sure like 90% of the player base doesn't even know where to trade these.
Yeah, I forgot. I don't remember.
Do
Is
you
it
trade them?
Mordona? I don't
Or
know.
do you desynth them?
You trade
How do I
them.
desynth them?
It's a trade item that you can use in Mordona, but
it was in Mordona,
not
okay.
at the tombstone vendor. It's a
Yeah,
vendor in the
nice.
building behind them. For
Crazy.
some reason. I'm pretty sure.
Leveling. Yippee.
Leveling.
This will be amazing.
It's going to be
Decent
Sastasha
stuff.
again.
Probably.
I could do
No, but
Wanderous
levelings are
Trails.
actually this one would be actually the in between ones. Oh yeah, Wanderous Trails. Yeah.
I could do that. I could go pick it up. Well, never
Oh.
mind.
Well, yeah, I was thinking the same, but then when I clicked to revoke, it popped. It was like, what? Not gonna be revoked now. Oh, actually, that's actually fine.
Not my favorite, but you know, pretty good.
Yeah, but like we could have gotten worse, you know. So like, yeah, at
That's
least, like,
true.
it's
Oh, I
That's
need to
true.
fix
something
my
cool.
portrait.
No portrait.
I just realized I forgot something.
Betrayed, portrayed. Betrayal.
Ah, I
Portrayal.
forgot.
You've got stinked. Lost the Poland.
Alright, we need
I
to
kill
kill
it.
the Reichspear.
I'm trying.
I remembered.
I'm just a wee little red mage. I don't know.
Just a
Can't do
small...
much. I'm not that small on my character, but anyway.
Yes, you are. Tiny.
I mean, I guess I'm still smaller than you.
Yeah. Max height
But that's because
Femroth.
that's because Rothgar put tall.
Yes. One of the reasons I switched to Rothgar is because Aura are so small.
Fair. When do we get height unlocked?
Height unlock. I want to make a 3-meter tall.
I love.
Yes.
Sure.
Enlarged.
I wanna be as tall. I wanna be as tall as Sugar Ride. Let's go. Like in fight mode.
Yes. I want to have raid boss scaling on me, please.
Please and thank you. I killed it. Don't worry.
Yeah, my favorite Heaven Sword dungeon. My favorite Heaven Sword dungeon is still Sorkai. I just really like that dungeon.
Sorkai is also great, yeah.
I even know what it means translated.
Yeah.
It means grieving apology. I looked that up. That's also why the track in there is called Apologies.
Oh.
Yeah.
Sweet scent.
One of my least favorite things they did in this game.
Fuck.
Yeah.
This is the one where I have to look away, right?
I don't know.
No.
No, this is the one where you need to kill hornets so it doesn't eat them.
It gets strong. We do not want it strong.
Yeah. It'll like point at the person it targets and cone suck there. And if it sucks in a hornet, it will immediately eat it, even if you kill it first.
Yeah.
And for every hornet it gets one of those fun strength upper macros. But other than that, it's pretty inconsequential.
Yeah.
Oh hey! We get to kill Nidhogg's lover in this one.
Oh yeah.
She's the final boss.
Lover?
Nidhogg's.
Can I have those?
Nidhogg's lover.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nidhogg's lover is the final boss of this. Tioman.
Tioman, that was it.
Yes.
It was like, that's something with T also. Tio something. I don't remember names. I'm bad with names.
Anybody who wants to fuck dragons is cool by me.
Yeah.
Especially other dragons.
Yeah.
And they came, all of them.
Even the dragons.
Stop shooting at me!
No, you said that. Now you have to die.
Oh, yeah, the dragon didn't like that. I'm sorry! I didn't mean you specifically, okay?
It's so good. It's such a good line. What's it from again? Oblivion?
No, it's actually from the English version of Gothic.
Ah.
It's actually Gothic. It's way funnier.
He said, "Come," and they came. All of them, even the dragons.
At the same time.
It's such a good line. It's so good.
I think that's why it is like so funny, because like it was translated from German, and then I think they probably didn't really think about how it could sound. Maybe it was like, well, that's what it means, right?
The item set in here was one of my favorites for a very long time.
It's just like, can we color them, please?
No.
Please.
They need to be able to put them in crafting.
Okay.
but then also in a different colorway, so it's not technically the same. So you will forever crave an item that will never exist.
Yeah, exactly.
This is so stupid because you need to kill the ice porters, but they are on a timer.
Yeah.
You're just like, hello, cryo
you done?
dragon, hello,
Hello.
and then you just half-life them and they leave.
Yeah.
So you can fight them at half-life after the next boss. On the way to Tiamat.
Tiananmen Square.
Yes.
Oh, right.
And that is where we lost all of our Chinese. Yes.
Oh no. Oh well. Anyway.
Whoops.
Bitte. Oh, this is the one with the slimes that new players
Yes.
attack, but they have 1,000,000 health.
You can't anymore, right?
Oh.
They changed the boss, yeah.
That's lame.
They made it more clear so people know what the fuck is going on. Also,
I
they
missed
changed
the
them up.
jank.
So you do not have to remember which color means what. It's just
Oh,
like, yes.
what?
Red. Oh, it's a stack. Wow.
That's so lame. That's a spread.
Oh no, do not go to me.
That is so sad. I want the jank back. Give me my jank.
Come on and jank.
What they still haven't made clear is in one of the Stone Vigils that the boss doesn't have aggro. That it has random aggro. I still see new players getting like really caught up on that boss.
We didn't even see the big slime. That's so funny. Too good.
Yeah,
Too much.
the one that you
damage.
actually have to kill. I used to wipe at this boss
Oh.
back in Heaven's Ward like 7 years ago.
He was like,
Well,
I'll
it used to
wipe you.
be like when it first dropped, this was actually difficult content.
No, I used to wipe because like people wouldn't attack the one slime they're supposed to attack.
The
And then
green
just
one,
blew up.
Nobody attacked the green one. Then you die. I'm like, yeah. Yummy. I do miss like that they, I mean that they changed so much about like early game, but I understand to make it clear
Yeah.
for new players to also then that they learn early on. Hey, this marker means that, by the way. Like also like in a lot of old dungeons now when you
Where
have
are
like a
the
tank buster,
rest?
and
They
you
don't
see
appear
what
until this dragon dies.
yeah, you see the
Where
tank
is your
busters.
sword? Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you learn like now very
Yeah.
early on what the normal tank buster looks like.
No, the first one is like, I don't know. What do you mean, I don't know? Yeah.
What do you mean? Yeah.
Yeah. Ergo dragon.
What do you mean?
I love Ergo dragon. It's ergonomic. These ice bolters used to spawn enemies.
Yeah, if you
They
don't kill
probably
them.
still do.
If you don't kill them, yes. They spawn enemies.
Jerk.
Shirk. How dare.
You're gonna shoot.
That doesn't work anymore. They changed it.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Funny though.
You can no longer shirk someone to the top of the aggro list.
Well, damn. Like we're supposed
No.
to spread those two. Shirk.
How does that one look? Ooh, that's a very simple one. I agreed it.
That's a new model.
Even though I have a weapon that fits with the glam, but this one is also nice.
Uncle Man.
Pew.
How about I don't stand in the puddles instead of standing in
What
the puddles?
puddles?
It's time for Comet. Everyone's favorite move.
Wing.
I'll move
Yes.
away. Oh, right.
And I want no, I don't want wing, not human.
How's your right wing doing? Would you say it is injured?
Yes,
Maybe. It looks hurt. Yes.
I hurt it. Yippee. Eh.
Look at this. Me too.
Yippee!
Just because I can. A bow. I do not have.
Pop.
I do not have. Kunrumaru. Aha.
Okay,
Oh.
give me 1 second before queuing up for the next thing, because
Yeah.
I have no space in my inventory and I have to go turn in those
Humber
friggin'
stress.
dies.
Are you teleporting
I
there?
forgot to turn in the dies, so they're all in my inventory.
Oh no. Idleshire, it's him.
Idleshire, let's go.
I mean, it gives a lot of XP, so I can use it.
I love how so many people are calling it Idleshire. That the name kind of stuck. It's Idleshire.
Yeah, because you're idling here, you know? But people idle around here, so it's Idle.
Yes.
Well,
Receive
I
a new
normally use
journal.
the German name, so you know.
Yes. Even though it doesn't make sense because it's not a Halde.
I have
So what do I have in
Ah,
here?
yeah. Yes.
4,500
Yes. Yes.
die. Standard spectrum
my
die
God.
pots.
Have
4,500.
items.
Oh no.
Now you
Oh,
are
no.
possessing of items on your alt.
Yeah.
I
Mount.
still have a weapon coffer in my inventory
There.
that I think is for the Argveld
sh-
weapon.
Ah,
The
Yeah, I have
level
many of those.
745.
you can stack them.
Yes. But I only have one. I also have Dark Mahogany Earring.
Mahogany.
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 I have Grand Champions coffers in my inventory. I should use those.
Lol. Oh, wait.
But I'm just opening these so they stop crowding my inventory.
Fair.
I think I could make the Valdian a weapon for this class. Because why not?
Vivaldian?
Veld, the Argveld.
Oh.
It's the item's called
Argvelder?
Valdian. It's the Monster Hunter crossover, the second one.
Yes, yes, yes.
I have more items I don't need anymore in my inventory.
Oh no.
There you go.
Oh no. Or things. Wrap around sunglasses. That will look so stupid. I already know
It does look so stupid. I love them.
Yes, no, that's perfect. Wait. This one-
Hello.
Yes!
Hello.
It's so stupid.
I figured
Hi.
it out. I got it. I figured out the correct
I
pun.
can take those one.
Remember to
Yes,
wear eye
hello,
protection
it's
when
me.
you're Argvelding.
Yes.
Egg.
Egg.
Brass cockles. Oh my god.
But I raise you.
Yeah, fair. Flower one is not funny.
Uh, and then of course, egg.
Egg.
Different
Perfect.
egg.
Yes, there's so many egg. Well, wait, I can use the fashion
Spriggan.
accessories. I do have those.
I like the magnifiers
Um,
too. I'm so smart. Look at me.
Apparently, I have those wings. How nice.
Reading glasses.
That actually fits with the glam somehow. Right.
Groovy.
I want to this as my author umbrella. Yippee! They get a dot.
Hold on.
Wow.
Actually.
I'm not gonna do fucking yokai on this character. I'm like, no, never again. I'm
So
done.
worth. Brille von Jörg.
This looks very funny.
And then of course the Holovisor.
Fair. That one is cool though.
And the Holo specs. Now that one is cool.
Yeah.
What fashion
Is Eddie
accessories do I
down?
have?
Eddie.
Otter.
Ready, check. Not ready.
Hello.
The lamp. That's so cute. That is so cute. I want a lamp as
Yes.
well. Maybe
And then
I will
of
get lucky at
course
some point.
the torch. Wee.
We have
Oops,
to do. I
sorry.
guess we will. Are you ready?
Yes, I am ready.
The torch is
Um,
a treasure map item.
Yeah. We do have to do more treasure maps. I still need
Yeah.
a lot of stuff out of there. Also,
Yeah.
maybe I'm gonna farm like old ones as well, but I can do those solo. Just
Yeah.
level 100 and be like, well,
Wimg.
you have butt wings, now I have also wings.
I love the butt wings.
Yes, I love the mage and the healer glam
Yeah.
from Behemoth. I wish it would be also
One
liable.
thing I wish was like upgraded is the texture on my gloves. Which add the tattoos. And that is just so low res.
I mean, I guess they're trying to do that, but it takes us so much
Yeah.
time to do it for every single thing. Because like oftentimes now
Yeah.
when we do like story, like you have a character in a story, you have a cutscene where like half the textures are old and half the textures are actually new. But like,
I hate
Like,
when
no.
people are like, just upscale them. Like, first of all,
Oh.
hello.
Sorry.
What?
First of all, upscaling looks like shit.
Yeah.
Oh
no.
Oh my god.
It's a Gilgamesh. Whee!
Upscaling looks really bad for anything that isn't a photograph. Because of how perception works. And also, you can't upscale these textures. If they don't have the originals anymore, there's like no way.
Whoops.
Oops.
Actually, I'm gonna let.
I'm a toad.
The favorite.
Ribbit. I'm being
yes,
pecked.
Gilgamesh.
I'm being pecked by chicken.
Ah, I lied.
I do have to say, I think I like his German voice a little more. I really like his German voice.
He's very silly.
He's so silly. I just read something.
I left my oven on.
Yeah, exactly that.
I think my favorite line in the entire Hildebrand quest line is just Gilgamesh going, and then I found a chicken at the side of the road and I painted it green. Like, what?
I am already silly. You don't have to pound me for that.
I'm confused.
Oh no. He pound you, silly.
Yeah. I've been pounded.
I'm gonna pull him. Do I keep him in the center?
I mean, I'm ranged. I don't care.
Oh, I'm confused.
Same.
I'm no longer confused. Someone hit me. Something hit me.
I'm
healer.
gonna give it to Etub.
Wee.
Boop. We have
I
done
have
it.
received accommodation. Yippee.
What's in my
What?
wondrous trials?
I
Not
don't know. I
what we
didn't
just did.
look. Wondrous trade.
Recollection extreme?
What?
Damn. Okay.
What do I have? I mean, I do not have a lot of options because I'm low level, but you know.
That's Zelenia, by the way.
I see.
Recollection is Zelenia. Zelenia extreme. For 2 points. Deux points.
I see. Do we skip mine scenario for now and do the other first?
Oh, mine. We can do anything.
Oh.
I can do anything.
I know.
Chaos,
I don't.
chaos.
I guess. But then I gonna. Never better glam.
Ba, 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 ba. I don't know, do you?
Let's do it. I have some glams.
Yippee.
Do I have
Glams.
some glams?
Ulandslister.
Damn.
That is.
Or did I actually finish my relic weapon on my dragoon? I don't know. Ula, did I? I don't think I did. Oh damn, I should.
So many relics. So little
I
time.
I just did like one relic.
Yeah.
Yeah, I should. I should do them. I'm the step before light form on my on the dragoon relic.
Yes. Ba, 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 da.
Oh, I tried that one. Yes, the deep V, very deep V.
I spent so much time on this map.
There we go.
Ah,
It'll
yes.
Shire. I just spent so
my
much time in
portrait.
Idleshire. Because back in the day, you really didn't have anywhere to go.
Yeah,
So you
that's
just...
what I mean. That's why it's Idleshire, because you idled here a lot.
Oh, and Modena. Modena's a good idle spot.
Oh.
Yeah. Yo!
Yippee.
It's...
The
the
outside.
outside.
I have fixed my portrait, so this time you should see what I actually intend my portrait to look like.
Yippee!
I
Or
just
not.
should come.
Ah.
Nice. Oh no, wait, actually you could just look at my adventure plate for what my Dragoon portrait is. I actually think it's fire though. I really like how it turned out. I was like, yes, this is good.
But it's Dragoon.
So my
Yeah, and
It doesn't have fire.
my adventurer card is actually different.
Yes.
I have two different things that also both make me look insane. That's the whole idea. That's the whole point.
amazing.
My favorite part about your character is that your title is philanthropist.
That is so funny. Oh my god. I do not have titles in here, so I didn't see. I also have the correct character name off. So I do not want to have my game full of names all the time.
I have party character names on.
Yeah, same. But just like I just have the name, you know, without titles.
No, I have stuff on. I want people
I am
to be
nothing
the
if
funny.
not consistent.
That's good. The gameplay!
I need to watch Evangelion so I can understand the Alliance raid.
Yeah,
That is so wild. That was not on my bingo card.
same. Yeah, no, that was really not.
Like, huh? Oh no, the laser.
How will I dodge? I don't know. How do I dodge?
I don't know.
Damn. This one takes so long always. Why he's so fucking tanky?
I don't know.
Did I say you could ignore me? How the fuck dare? I apologize for swearing on your stream.
Oh no, not the 18 plus stream swear.
Request assistance. Me and my crazy AoE. Spread shot, spread shot, spread shot, spread shot. Die! Please.
I like that you're just on your way. Bye.
Yes.
I got!
Get the
Rage
fuck
dealer.
out.
Fuck this shit. I'm
Right.
out.
Yes.
There. I do have Peloton. I could use it. When I remember that I have it.
Yes.
I run fast.
Sid.
Enemies.
I will be scared of you. Kill me. Kill me. I will never ever unhear it. Heard it once, and now it's forever kill me.
Kill me.
Kill me.
I am stunning.
Yippee.
Damn.
So true.
You were stunning, the white mesh is stunning, everyone is stunning in here.
Yeah.
You all look stunning.
I leave my enemies speechless.
Whee.
That one I could do too, yes.
I don't think there's anything that you can silence on the
You know,
robots, though.
No.
Nah. But you can press it anyway for funnies.
I love pressing stuff for funnies.
I miss the random detour to break cerulean pipe.
Yeah.
Me
Cerulean
too.
pipe detour was good.
Yeah. I understand why, but also sad.
I don't.
Yeah, but they wanted to streamline a little more, so people who already played that part are not as annoyed when they have to do it. Oh well, I guess it's your own
Making
fault if you
these-
queue for it, but you know.
Yeah, like you
Making
queue
these
for it.
faster and more streamlined is very good for new players.
Yeah, exactly.
Because
The problem was more
Because-
the like absurd amount of cutscenes in here.
Yeah.
yeah,
So now you
Maybe
actually
people
get to
think that it-
experience the content on your first time.
Yeah, not just like watch cutscenes forever.
You also get to see this
I'm
pattern a
Judge.
lot
I
earlier.
have that too!
You get to see this pattern a
Please.
whole lot earlier than usual. Like, one thing the Realm Reborn overhaul has done is pull mechanics that wouldn't, like, appear until late Heavensward or even Stormblood into a Realm Reborn.
Yeah, I think that's also a big part why they redid a lot of things.
Die. I could upgrade my entire gear. I just realized I got level 90. Which means I can switch to level 90 and game mage gear.
Whoops.
Let me just do that real quick. Boop! Completely different outfit.
Damn! White pants, hello.
Hello. Why are the pants white?
I don't know.
What pants... What glam are these pants from?
I don't know.
Are they even glammed? Yes. Best man slacks. Which
bro,
glam...
do you even glam?
Which glam has best man slacks in it?
I don't know, maybe it was a glam you made for
Maybe.
for Lim's
Yeah.
I think right now my glam is Anya.
Ah.
Because all Lalas need an Anya glam. It's
Yeah.
important.
True.
Mine
That is
structured.
also
I
so
mean,
much
what?
better.
I mean, yeah, this part here definitely.
Yes.
Standing around waiting for him to catch up.
I miss Sadab.
Sadaba!
People just writing stupid things with the area markers while waiting for Sid.
Yeah.
It was either always Sadab or Dickbag. DIC BI4 for the G.
I hate this every fucking time. It's like, no, it's not a G. And then we used it in a raid as a G. And I was like, fine.
Yeah.
I guess it makes the most sense in this context. But I hate you still.
It's a G.
I mean, it was for Gamma, so yes, sure, it was a G.
Yeah. We used it for Gamma.
So yeah, I guess. But
Oh
still.
God, excuse me.
Bless you.
Tinkle.
I love Slink Fight. It's so fun to prog.
Yes.
Unlike another fight I could mention. We could beat him now, theoretically.
Yeah. I think the eye level upgrade would help that even if like we have those fuck ups we could still beat him.
Yeah.
We just had too much fuck ups to beat him with our gear.
But
But now I can hit him harder.
Ah. I love
I
when the
guess in
magic
September
armor goes
we get
ah.
the actually unlock,
Wee.
and then we do not have to redo anything.
The thingy is down.
Is this Livia? Damn.
One thing I know why they do it, but I wish they didn't, is have buildings be way smaller from the outside.
Mm.
But I also get why they don't want to have a million parts of the map just exist to show one building.
Yeah.
Like the near raid, for instance, is just a tiny scale model plopped just over the hill. Which would work fine if this game did different projection, but you can just really tell it's just a small scale model. But I also get why they didn't want to map just a massive stretch of desert floor to put the correctly
Why
scaled
not?
model in the distance.
Why not?
A lot of the overworld models are too small. Yulmore, for instance, is also too small, but it works better because it's further away, so the perspective cheat works more more properly as long as you're not moving.
Yeah.
But the Yulmore map does not fit into the Yulmore model.
Yulmorant.
And they do that a lot. Like, this Castrum is also too small.
You can have him.
Good, you can have him literally not interested in your mans. Yes. You can have the war criminal, it's fine.
I don't need him anyway.
Did we ever apologize to Lucia that we killed her sister?
Yes,
No.
it was.
Oh.
Well, not actually, but like it was.
Not actually. We said, how do you feel about the fact that we killed your sister? And she was like, she was a bitch. That was pretty much
yeah.
where
I
it
mean,
went.
yeah. But we did talk about it with her.
Yeah. Like, she knows. I knew that. Livia sus, Junius.
She to be sus.
Yes.
Hello.
Hello. Try this. I am trying it. I don't like it very much. Thank you very much. Goodbye.
I like it a lot. You should do it more.
Oh.
Whoa.
It's a good look on you, actually.
Damn.
The dash?
The cross.
Ah.
St. Andrews, perhaps.
Maybe. St. Andrews? Oh boy. I saw a post the other day that was just incredibly funny. Which was like, art colleges don't accept your fan art in your portfolio, and then they have you look at art from the Jesus fandom.
Yeah, basically.
I love every time the Christian church is referred to as the Jesus fandom. Because it's incredibly funny to me.
I wish I had any group mitts at this point.
No.
Never.
Die.
I'm also a huge fan of posts that are like, let's talk about Christianity the way that Christians talk about cults.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That one's fun. They don't like that.
So good. Because it's like they congregate in ancient buildings and they perform rituals where they consume the blood and flesh of their savior. Sounds insane.
Yep.
It is.
It's so good.
It's also
That was
technically an apocalypse cult, right?
Yeah, it is. Because, like, they have the end times where the big G comes back and then they all get into heaven.
And some of them are literally hoping to accelerate that. Like, they're looking forward to it.
Yeah.
That's the goal.
Yeah.
That's what they want.
Your party leader's application has been denied. You do not meet item level below. What?
What?
No, wait.
So I am now level 91. I'm going to.
I am
switch
level
to
91. I need
Void.
625. I only have 622. Let me go
That's
to.
that is so stupid because like what does it matter if the maximum we could get would be like Heavensward Alliance rating.
Yeah.
But
Let me go
I
to
am-
Radzatan real quick and buy an item.
Oh wait, hold on. I'm 610.
What do you have to be? You have to look.
Wait.
You
what-
also need to go to
what do I
Rads
have?
then.
Yeah.
You need she's also 91, so she also needs to be
Oh yeah.
625 to go into
As
Alliance
Paladin,
raids.
I'm 639.
Okay.
Okay, that's enough.
But as White Mage, I'm 610. But I could be better.
I'll just. Did they not make weapons
Wait a minute.
for Pictomancer and stuff?
I have 1,100 poetics.
Because I don't
Where?
have Pictomancer in my poetics shop.
How do I buy
I think.
Hold on. Let me just go to Charlian instead of here.
And
Why
no,
am I
I
here?
guess not for the old web. No.
Or maybe it's not. Wait. Oh no, I was looking at the wrong vendor, I think. Yeah, I was looking at the augmentation vendor, which obviously wouldn't have it. That is. I was looking at the gear upgrade vendor,
Oh.
but it never
Okay.
but they didn't add an unaugmented version of an item for a class that didn't exist in the expansion.
Okay.
So
Is everyone ready?
I need to pee.
Hold on.
I'll go pee.
Credendum. Bunny's Crescent? What the fuck is this? Actually, it's really cute. Oh my god.
Did it. I do ready check.
If I'm going to do Yeah, let's go with. Do I want Kiki's delivery service, or do I want Wonder Woman?
What? Burp.
I was peeing.
I see.
Pee.
You know, when my AC is running, it's very loud. in here. I
Okay,
don't
I'm now
understand the
622.
Huh.
Hold on.
Oh.
Where do I change in the tombstones?
Huh?
Do I have to do that
Or
at
level 90
Yeah.
in Rotterdam.
Yeah. That's it on.
No. Sorry. I have old tombstones.
Yes.
Yeah, in Rotterdam.
Oh no, you want to exchange them for
Yeah.
poetics, Moderna.
Oh,
Right,
that's
correct.
Mordona. Sorry. Yes, that's Mordona.
Mardonna, thank you.
It is Moderna. The same NPC it's been for 10 years.
Yeah, the problem is I forget what Mordona is called.
It's called Moderna.
Yeah. That was my problem. I was asking so that I could know what the name of the place was.
What the place? Where the place? Why the place?
What the place?
The place.
But yeah, what they do is they add items to all the vendors that are like that are the levels that the class actually gets to, but not below. And they also don't add like gear for extreme fights and stuff. It's just tomes, I think.
Oh, never mind. I don't have any. Damn! I must have let them disappear.
They do make raid weapons, though. Pandemonium does have a Pictomancer weapon.
What does?
Yeah, it does. They do make those. They just don't make extreme weapons. I'm not sure they make one for every tier, but that is
probably
the
at least the ones
final
they
tier
have
one.
the BIS for ultimates and stuff. They
Yeah,
kinda
exactly.
have to do those.
Yes.
Yeah, that makes sense. And obviously, also the weapons that
Yeah.
are like in ultimates as well. I mean, they did the brush
Yeah.
for a fruit. I really love that brush. It looks so pretty.
But yeah, so they
I was so glad I
do
still had a book.
they do for like max level, max eye level for the previous 2 expansions. They make weapons because that is what you can get. And then maybe they make BIS for every expansion that has an ultimate. I don't know. I can teleport to Yulmore and find out. Because there is... Did they make an ultimate in Stormblood? No. Right? The first ultimate was in Shadowbringers.
Fight an ultimate. Because I mean, they did. As I said, that the weapon you have the last of E12. You have a weapon. Because they did the ultimate of that one. I don't know if the others, honestly.
Yeah, so they did make Crypt Lurker, which is Shadowbringers.
And look at it.
But I think that's level 70. So that's something you wouldn't. No, it's 80. So this one you would hit still. Because that's where your class starts. That's the Crypt Lurker.
Oh, it's actually cool.
I don't remember if there is an ultimate at level 70. Let me check.
No.
There is. Unending
Well,
Coil.
but yeah, I was saying this, it's not like an Stormblood like fight.
No, it is. It's level 70, so it's Stormblood. Shadowbringers
Yeah,
was
but-
80.
Okay.
Yeah, but it is not originally a Stormblood fight. We don't have any Stormblood ultimates, or like from content from Stormblood that became ultimates. Oh,
No,
we do, actually.
I was talking about, did they release an ultimate in Stormblood? Because I wasn't sure anymore. Because
I mean,
that would decide
Omega
if they have
and
to make weapons for
UMAD
it.
UMAD
Yeah.
and Omega is both in.
Which means that theoretically, there
What is
should
the,
be.
What is the eye level that I need to be
It's
for
not
what we're doing
interesting.
next?
625.
625.
Okay, I need one more item. That's fine. I can go to the market board. Would you rather me be higher? I can just run.
No, it's
Paladin
just that you
can queue for it. That's
the Alliance Raids roulette is locked because of your eye level combination.
Yeah. They did
Right.
that because people like kept taking off gear so they can get lower, so they removed that. So you do have to hit a certain eye level.
Yeah, because content matching is eye level based. When you hit level 90, you need enough eye level to do a thing Thalea. Yeah. Which is the third Alliance Raid in Endwalker. Like, if you hit a level, you need to be able to play all Alliance Raids at that level to be able to queue for the roulettes. So you cannot unequip gear to force Crystal Tower.
You get Crystal Tower so many times anyway because so many people are.
And it's still like the most frequent one you get because it's the one the most people are eligible for, and it's the only one that's currently main story mandatory.
Yeah.
So it's the only one people would play. So you still get a whole lot of it. You need it from level 90.
Okay.
Also, don't forget that if you are not playing a class that has an offhand, your weapon counts twice.
Yeah, I got a new weapon. It's fine. I'm just buying some cheap gear.
It only really matters to get to that level for the matching. Everything above is irrelevant.
Because we will not get into like those raids anyway.
Yeah, we will not be able to get into level 90 raids. Yes. The best we can hope for is Void Arc.
Yeah.
I am I-634.
Yippee. Okay. I am 641. I just had to replace the Ctesios weapon, which was holding me back.
And now I am a healer.
Yippee. The Healies.
Healies? Oh no.
Yes.
And this time my my glam is oh shit, my thing. Hold on. Where are my portraits?
Bonk. Not the portraits.
Not them portraits.
Oh, never mind. It's
damn.
Wow.
It was a DD. How dare.
What the fuck? The deeps. Where are the deeps?
Here.
More DPS.
More DPS. Oh man.
Yeah. I
It
spent
was so
so
good.
much money this month.
Same. I mean, last month and this month again.
It's
well.
it's on my credit card, so it's this month for me.
Damn.
Yeah. Because for some reason, the day at which my credit card gets zeroed from my main account is just completely random.
Amazing. We love that.
Just a date in the last 10 days of the month, and it happened to just be entirely before FanFest. So not even the hotel was in last month's
Oh.
thing. I mean, either way, I had to take money out of my savings, but I put it into my savings so I wouldn't spend it before FanFest. This isn't like I overspent. This is I did proper planning and it worked out the way I planned. Like I specifically put 1,000 euros into my savings so I wouldn't spend it before FanFest rolled around. So I would have money to spend at FanFest.
Well.
And it was well used because I spent like $250 on merchandise and magic cards.
Yeah, I didn't buy any merch, but
I
I
did.
bought it beforehand. So yeah, because I
Yeah.
didn't want to like. I was like, if I really want that stuff, like I do not want to raffle for it. You know, I rather just buy it. Than
All of the things
hope I will
I
get it.
really wanted, I was confident they would have in high stock because they were shirts.
But even then, if you get like a slot very late, then it's still there's
Yeah.
a chance they don't have it anymore.
No, I did get everything I really wanted. I'm sad I didn't get the Loperit thing, but that wasn't a stock running out. That was just they didn't stock a size I could wear in the first place. The largest they had was XL. And 2XL is already tight for me. So
Where are the
XL is no
deeps?
way. I don't know. I was
they're not
looking to buy a regulator, but I didn't have any anymore. Those were sold out. My slot was a bit too late for it. But that was also on my list of like, if they have one, I'm gonna buy one. Because it would be funny for a cosplay eventually. But I could also just order one.
Just like me when we went to Gamescom and they had the shop, it was like, yeah, if they have the Umbrea and the Metzl glasses, wine glasses, I'm gonna buy them. I went there, oh, they have them. I'm gonna buy them.
Oh, it's Circus Tower.
I was hoping for. I do think like I only have like the other alliance raids. Yes, of course.
Yes.
I've. Yeah, World of Darkness I had on my book, I guess. Or Weeping City of Wiping.
I like the
Wiping
Crystal
City of
Tower
Tears.
theme. But I like the Void Ark theme more. It's just so good. Every time I go into the Mach area in Crescent, I just go, oh. Because I love that song so much. But this one's also good. Nobuo did a very good job writing it.
Yes.
And Soken did a very good job arranging it.
Holly!
I wonder how many people playing this game know that this song is an arrangement of a song from Final Fantasy III. It's not an original composition.
Not many, I guess.
Yeah. Because
And
this
same goes
legit
for
just
a lot
plays in
Yeah.
Crystal Tower at the
I
end
think
of
it's
3.
for a lot of things, because like they did say like on FanFest
Yeah.
when they had their double Naoki's room.
Mm-hmm.
They did say that they do want to be Final Fantasy 14 to be like a Final Fantasy that you can discover other Final Fantasies with.
Yes.
So yeah, it makes sense that they have a lot of other stuff in here. So you're like, oh yeah.
This has been here forever.
Yeah.
Eternal Winds, the song they play at the end of the Alliance raid questline, and in the finale of 5.0, Shadowbringers, is also just the ending theme of Final Fantasy III.
It's
I should
just a wood.
probably.
It's a very good theme.
Oh, not.
And I mean, it's
Bump,
very
bump, bump.
fitting that they played it for Crystal
Ow.
Tower, which is where the location is originally from. Crystal Tower is from Final Fantasy III. But it also works really well that they play it at the end of Shadowbringers because of the association of Grahatia to the Crystal Tower. By becoming part of the Crystal Tower, Raha kind of became... The theme kind of became part of him, in a way. And also, he is the one narrating Shadowbringers.
Yes.
Ah!
Ah.
People are really bad at this boss now.
Yeah.
The less you need to pay attention to the mechanics, the worse this boss gets.
I wish they would like readjust. Not only just like damage.
Please
like,
remake Crystal Tower, please.
But not. It's just like every time they have a stat squish, it's just like it's worse and worse. Like please, just like.
Yeah. Also,
like, at least, like look for the rates.
the
and stuff,
stat
like,
adjustment formula doesn't actually work perfectly. Because the stat curve is slightly steeper than the adjustment formula accounts for. So every expansion, this content gets easier because your stats get like 1 or 2 points higher. Which matters if you only have like 400 to begin with. Like I have 600 intelligence right now, which is not that much.
Holy spam.
Holy shit.
I really do want them to redesign it though, not just adjust the stats, because the battle design in most of the encounters you skip now isn't that great. I think the zombie dragon in Labyrinth is pretty unintuitive, vanilla. I also don't think the second boss in here, something Labolas or whatever, we'll see it in a second. His mechanics are incredibly unintuitive. I remember wiping a lot to him because people would tag the ads in the wrong location, and then you just die. So I don't miss the mechanics, I just miss having to do any. Because I do remember how Crystal Tower plays, like, actually.
I don't.
I don't.
So, this boss has... If you look at the map, you have these little platforms around the arena.
Yeah.
Those are relevant to his mechanics. Around the arena, there would be spawns for little pylons. And these big, like, armor enemies would spawn, and you have to tank them between 2 of the pylons. So they're connected, and then kill them there.
What the fuck?
Each party needs to do that once. To activate these little green platforms to kick you out, because the move that he does that nowadays just wipes you, if you get to see it, makes the center arena one hit. So you need to leave, do a mechanic outside, and then go back in. And these things you have to stand in them, and then someone else has to punch it for it to die. Because it makes the boss take less damage. But we just do so much damage now that it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
In Stormblood, the boss already became unsolvable if you didn't do it fast enough. Because you always skip the part where the ads spawn, but you weren't guaranteed to skip the wipe mechanic. So you wouldn't be able to set up the thing that saves you from the wipe. If you were just slow enough, you would just die.
That is...
It is very stupid. One of the bosses that has actually not lost a single mechanic is Amon. Amon still works exactly the same as he did, like, 8 years ago. The fucker.
Of course he does.
The little bitch. Still can't believe he's from Daniel. Also, why Asahi of all faces?
Because...
Just to piss us off. Literally
Yeah,
just to
I
piss
think
us
so.
off.
I think
I
so.
think so. Can't have been for any other reason.
Oh my god, it's Amon!
Oh my god.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Sunday also has all of his mechanics.
Dude, you broke a perfectly good bird. Look at it. It has depression.
Yes. Fucked up a perfectly good bird is what you did. I love you fucked up a perfectly good monkey is what you did. Such a good meme. Oh look, it's the Cum Cum.
Cum Cum.
Why is it called that? Square.
Kochi. What the fuck?
Yeah. I still love that that the god is only called Null Thal because he wanted Thal's balls. And then that also, when they sent the review copy to Sony for Realm Reborn, not to Sony, to the ratings board, to the ESRB or whatever, the dialogue wasn't done. So every dialogue in the game was Thal's balls, and it still somehow got a teen rating.
Yeah.
I saved our tank.
Almost killed him before it. Crazy.
Just half the game was just Thal's balls. Definitely all of the little text bubbles that pop up when you walk past an NPC were Thal's balls. I think only the main story dialogue was in the game at the time.
So funny.
And everything else was just Thal's balls placeholder text.
False Bolsen.
Thal's balls. Who doesn't love Thal's? I love that then they gave Thal a ball mechanic in the raid.
Yes. Like, oh, those are false balls.
We found them!
Now I get it.
I'm pretty sure that, this is one of the few examples of a localization lead having this much control over a game's content. Yeah, this is also just pretty much unchanged because he only has 5 mechanics and they're forced by health gates. For being the emperor of the fucking Alagan Empire, he's quite a pushover.
Push him.
I like to think of it as the
I also love it whenever there are new players that choose to run away from this.
It's like in Frieren, this ancient enemy has developed this instant kill attack, and it's the most devastating thing, and I couldn't beat him, so I sealed him up for 1,000 years, and now he's coming free again. It's ordinary attack magic. Yeah, because we adjusted. We had 1,000 years to do so.
Yeah. Zoltrak.
Maybe he was actually crazy,
Yeah. I love that trope and I saw someone comment like, "I want this trope, but for martial arts anime." Yeah, the
Yeah,
1,000
yeah.
stars, the 1,000 stars fist of the North used to explode your skull, but that was because everyone had really low calcium.
Yeah.
I see.
That was super long ago, and we've changed since then, actually.
Yeah. Like, everyone had really low bone density due to calcium deficiency. Like, turns out all you need to do is, like, eat properly, and it doesn't work anymore. I have everything that is in here that will ever interest me. Goodbye. I've been in this place 1,000,000 times.
Can I get some more? I mean, no.
Should put on a glam. Just a glam.
I
Wow.
got 2 player commendations.
I love that they have a button where you can look at your glamour dispelled and it's like, wow, I'm ugly.
Now you only have
Why would you
normal
ever
raid
do that?
left.
Yippee. Did I really get the fucking triple triad card? I did.
Damn.
So many Zande cards. All of them sold to the vendor in the gold saucer.
As you should.
I am so astonished that they managed to make a worse card game than Triple Triad in the 7 remake. I hate Queen's Blood, it's so bad.
Oh, I like it.
It's good
Just the
on
stupid thing
paper,
is-
but the implementation is horrid.
Yeah. I mean, oh, Alexander again.
Yay!
The stupid thing is just
Mobius.
that you always start. It's like, hello, can this be
Yeah.
random who starts?
You always start in a game where the person going second has a strategy advantage.
Yeah. It's so stupid. Otherwise, I did like it. Just like that part was annoying.
Mega holy.
Ready for time stop. Oh,
Ba, ba, ba,
I was so ready for time stop.
ba, ba.
Time's
ba.
concert.
Yes. Oh shit, I have subtractive palette. Holy shit. Actual mechanics. That's crazy. That's
A
crazy.
to the L to the Alexander.
Yes. Gobi's gonna rise at boom like thunder. A Prima. Ow.
We pray. Oh,
No, 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 no. No,
No.
no, no,
Yes.
no, no. It's still crazy to me just how beautiful the melody under the mountain of filters on metal is. It's really good if it's not destroyed by a voice effect.
Whoa! Thank you for feeding me.
Blood lily. Blood for the blood lily.
Blood for the blood. Actually, I don't get blood lilies right now.
Yep.
I hate this. I
Those
hate
are
it.
not available level 60. I'm aware. Anyway.
Afflatus misery!
It's time for BGM 100, guys.
yes.
That is...
I don't even have
Also,
Divine Venison or Aqua.
It's time for Tank LB!
Oh,
Yippee!
no, the side not Fortnite.
I gave a regen. Is that gonna help?
Yes. That
Ow!
was too early.
Too early. Well,
How are we doing it again? Yummy! Do it at 5.
yippee!
I love this mechanic.
Can you jump down from that platform? I never tried. How about you do it again?
Yippee! Ba 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 ba. The lyrics from metal are also just peak. I love Gobby lyrics. They're so funny. No.
Why won't you pull them together?
Because that's lame. I don't know how much LB these enemies give you. It's just boop.
They have to,
Yeah.
because otherwise we would have a problem. Like, well, because we are way faster in hitting down Alexander, we do have to get a lot of LB from the ads.
They always
sure we
gave
have
this
it.
much.
Yeah, because they want to make sure you have the LB3. Do it. Okay, that's a little lame.
No, it's fine. Because the buff applies
Yeah.
immediately.
Yeah, true.
It's more dangerous for it to run out.
True. Boom. There.
The power of Aegis.
Tremendous overheal.
Boop, 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 doop, doop, doop. A to the L to the EX and God is gonna rise at boom like thunder. Peak lyrics. A to the L to the EX and Gobby's gonna rise up boom like thunder.
It's so good, yeah.
So good.
No tank. With me, rise up, rise with me, rise with me, rise with me, rise up. With me, rise with me, rise with me,
Rise with me. Oh, I actually get to do it this time. I get to time gate. That's crazy. I've never been DPS in here.
Well, my problem is every time I'm not DPS in here, not all DPS is going to the time gate. And then I'm like, well, I guess I go as a tank then.
It's
Because
so
if you do
cool.
not finish the ads, it's just wipe.
Yeah.
One of the healers went in, but I stayed with
Yeah,
the others.
hello.
So
We're
it's
there.
2 tanks, 1 DPS, and a
helped.
healer.
Yeah,
out.
you can move between platforms. That's fine.
Yeah.
This is so cool.
The problem is if there are not 4 people and none of the ads are, or like 2 ads are not started. That's if you have 2 people, it's not enough. With 3, I guess you can make.
Yeah.
I'm helping.
My favorite part about the Alexander storyline is that he orchestrated all of this so we would destroy him, so he
Yeah.
wouldn't destroy the world.
That's so funny.
He's like
Yep.
the one good primal.
Yes, Alexander is good. That's true.
Partly that's because he's also the one. Oh god. Oh god damn it.
He's the one, the only, the Alexander.
Like, the time gate mechanic is also, you are saving yourself from earlier in the storyline in the cutscene. Basically.
True.
Oh god.
Yep.
Was there a mark in there? That shouldn't have been.
Yippee. Communion.
Rise with me, rise with me. Let me do it!
Okay.
I'm calling the. It's so stupid that it's just I'm calling the fucking drone. It's stupid.
Yes. Toy Alexander. The one thing worth opening in here.
Oh.
For the
no
5
idea.
people who don't
I
have
got a
it yet.
player recommendation. I got 2 of them.
Yippee.
I got none. But I LB'd.
I didn't get a player commendation either.
Damn.
Well, how dare.
Suffering.
Yeah. And I'm Schnick.
Discard gear. No gear.
So we did everything now.
Ba, ba,
Yay.
ba, ba, ba,
Considering
ba,
my-
ba, ba, ba,
Wondrous
ba.
Trail? No, of course I didn't. Crazy.
Alexandrian gear, goodbye. Weird ass item.
Yeah.
My Pictomancer has gained 2 levels today.
My Mechanic is also 2 levels, and my at mage 1.
We could do a
I
guild
am-
test.
We could do
no,
a
I
guild
can't
test.
because I have not unlocked them.
What?
I did not
hilarious.
unlock it. I did not unlock it on my bunny.
That's
Why
so
would
funny.
I do not plan on having like mental roulette and stuff for my bunny, so I don't really care, you know.
But a guild
Like, what would
test.
it do? I know.
Aw.
Yeah, no.
But the guild test.
No. I don't wanna.
Ah.
What do?
Ba, ba, na, 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 na.
Da 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 da.
Work this week was so annoying.
Oh.
I was in Munich, and, like, not only is my team now double the size that it was beginning of the year, which is not great, because we already didn't have enough space for people. And now we even more have not enough space for people.
Amazing. I'm gonna go get some snake.
Ah, Snick.
No, snack! With A! With A! Snack! Snack.
I will not stop making this joke. It's just like people are like kinda angry at how the team restructuring happened. Because if people with like 10, 15 years tenure in this team at the customer who were passed over for what is effectively a promotion. So they're pissed off. And then a lot of the people that were added to the team just really don't find, like, their footing in the role they were assigned. So you just have 16 people who are either angry or uncomfortable in a too small office for 48 hours. Not a fan. Don't like that. And then it's also pretty hard to motivate myself to do anything at this customer if it's not even clear if I will be working for this customer come January. But the way that the team is developing, I'm hoping for no. My coworkers also pissed me off a bit. Because we were talking about, like, oh, it's not that great to, like, we were talking about, like, worker protection laws in terms of, like, how much you're allowed to work in a day. Because in Germany, we have a strict limit of 10 hours.
Yeah.
That is non-negotiable. You're not allowed to work more than 10 hours per day, and you need to have a mandatory 11 hours between when you stop working on the previous day and when you start working again at on the next day. Those are, like, strict. And if you break them, the company you work for, if they don't do anything about it, can lose their license to operate the business. No matter the size. So you have situations, though, like mine, where I very frequently go over those 10 hours on the days that I need to be in Munich. Because, like, technically the customer wants us to be there for X amount of days, which would require us to go there on Sunday, work Monday through Thursday, and then go back on Friday, which obviously nobody wants to go to Munich on a random Sunday.
Yeah.
And we would also rather not have, like, the full week gone. So what we're actually doing is we go there on Monday, we try to work a bit before we go. I don't, but, you know, some do. And then we work half a day-ish on Thursday and then drive back. But because my trip home is at least 6 hours, that means if I start at 9:30, I need to leave by, like, 1 p.m. to not go over the 10 hours. By the time I get home. And then obviously if I get into a traffic jam that is legal, I'm allowed to work extra, like, over the 10 hours for unexpected difficulties keeping me there. It's not illegal to, like, handle an emergency or drive longer because there's a traffic jam. But it still means that, like, we do have this situation where that could happen. And we were talking about it at dinner, and then like the one of my coworkers brought up, like, I mean, technically what we would be doing if we did what the customer wanted is we would work all of Thursday and then drive back home on Friday. And I was like, no, that doesn't sound fun. And then I got handed number one of statements that pissed me off from my coworkers this week, which was, well, that's just what the customer wants. It's like, I don't give a shit what the customer wants, buddy. If the customer wants something that sucks, then I don't care.
Yep.
And then like another day was like, yeah, my boss had to cancel my half-year review meeting because our hello Venred, our what's it called? Words are difficult. Our sales department messed up with a new customer and didn't really track deadlines. And then, like, he sent me the message that we needed to move the meeting on a Sunday evening.
What?
So he also wasn't happy about the news that he now has to spend a week at a new customer. And also, apparently, the customer wanted him and another coworker to be there Monday through Friday, but not a single customer employee showed up on Friday.
Wow.
And they still wanted them to be in that office. And the only reason my boss got out of it is because he already had vacation days for Thursday and Friday that week. And this wasn't enough of a reason to cancel his vacation. Like, it wouldn't have been legitimate. Mismanagement is not a reason to get someone back from vacation in Germany. So, he was allowed to take those vacation days. But the other coworker was apparently in an empty office on that Friday.
Wow.
And then we talked about that, and then the same coworker that said, oh, that's just what the customer wants, said, well, that's just what the job is. And at that point, I'm sitting at dinner on a hot day, completely exhausted from the 16 people in the open space office I had to deal with, going like in my head going, well, then maybe I have the wrong job. So that was my week.
Yay.
Luckily, my half-year review meeting is not just a meeting where I get reviewed, it's also a meeting where I can voice grievances, so I'm going to bring this up. I already reduced my amount of times that I drive to Munich from every month to every other month in January because the 8-person team was so much stress that the 1-month recovery period wasn't enough. And I was getting close to burnout. And now with the team dynamic worsening and the team growing, I'm once again close to a burnout, so that's great. I love being drained by my job. Luckily, my boss is very willing to make compromise, because lo and behold,
way to be?
lo and behold, my boss doesn't want me to have burnout. Crazy, I know.
That is crazy.
Unheard
I've
of.
never had that. That's wild.
Yeah. Like, my boss literally said, like, at company, we don't like to use up our employees. And I was like, damn. It's
Captain, my captain.
It's kind of sad that that's a great thing to hear.
Well then, I guess you say jump and I'm in the fucking air.
Of course.
Like, holy shit. Down. Because that's like a conflict I'm having now. Like, what if the next customer is worse? Do I really want to switch customers? Do I really want to look for a new job? Because, like, yeah, the customer kind of sucks, but at least the company treats me very well.
It's true.
I hate this. Also, I would kind of need to find a company that pays me $5,000 a month. So there's that. That is before tax. Also, I did look because I was just done that evening. So I was coping by looking for jobs. And there is a website here that lists exclusively remote work jobs. And then one job offer on there was like, hey, this is kind of my job. And then I looked into it. It was like, it was listed as full remote. They also do list like hybrid office now because they wanted to be more appealing, I guess. And then I read the description. It was like, yeah, it's full remote, but also the travel time portion is 50%.
Huh?
So it's full remote in the sense that you don't need to be in the company office. But it's not actually work from home. It's just that, yeah, technically the customer's office is also remote. And I found a different company.
No, that's not remote.
No, that's not remote. I found a different company that was just like the listed yearly income was below what I make right now, so I didn't consider like But at least they in the description it was like yeah, you will have to go to a customer, but it's going to be nearby where I live. Which, like, that's fine. If I can get home between being at the... Like, I don't mind getting up early once in a while to drive an hour or two to a customer. What I mind is driving 8 hours both ways to be in an office where everyone is miserable. That is what I mind.
Yeah. That is fair.
Because you have this weird situation where you can clearly tell, or at least I can clearly tell, that everyone is kind of unhappy, but nobody wants to speak up about it. And it's not really because of the, like, the expectations or the office culture. We actually do have, at the customer, we do have a pretty, like, open culture to voice errors and grievances. But for some reason, nobody's making use of it. And I get why my colleagues that work as external consultants like me don't really want to voice their grievances too much, because there's still the possibility of the wrong person hearing and the contract being ended. But at least the people who are like permanent employees of the customer should like not be afraid to voice their grievances.
Not be afraid. Oh wait, you didn't mean the song side.
So it feels like either the we have an open culture here is a lie, or that at least the people who should be easy to believe that are not believing it for some reason. And I mean, I get it. I also struggled adjusting to a non-toxic work environment when I switched to this company. Because the company I was with before was a toxic work environment. But yeah, it's still weird. I could like talk at length about stuff. Like one of the new coworkers at the customer was in the infrastructure monitoring team, but that team got dissolved entirely. And she switched to our team and is now doing Agile Master, which is a role she didn't have before. And it also doesn't seem to be a role that suits her very well, because she is not really a demanding presence, which you kind of need to be to moderate Agile meetings.
I mean, the problem is that, like,
if it's just a part of the set now, like this is what you have to have, there's not really much she can do except take the title, right?
Yeah.
Like this is not an
But
uncommon problem.
but this is also a situation where she has to at least have like willingly applied to the position. Because this company
Yeah.
is big enough where you can just do no work until pension and disappear in the system. There is a couple of employees at this customer that definitely have not done a single day of actual work in 10 years, and they haven't been fired yet because nobody noticed. It's that big of a company. So,
Well, that's interesting.
yeah. It's also because the management is questionable, this, like, if you get down far enough. But that's a different story. Like, as I said, there was people at the customer who had project tenure in this project that is like 10 plus years. And the current product owner didn't want to be product owner anymore. He wanted to do more productive work. He was sick of being in meetings 24/7, which I get.
Yeah.
So he went to his boss and said, I would like to pass on the position of product owner and I would like to become a requirement architect. And apparently, the position of product owner for this team was not available in the internal position, like in the internal job board for that other employee that had 10 years tenure in the team. So he justifiably feels passed over for the position that he didn't even know was open and had no way of applying for. And instead, some other random guy got into the position. Another thing that is causing grievances is someone higher up in the internal hierarchy got replaced in like management, which nobody in the team directly wanted to go to. But that person was in a team with the person that now does Agile Master and another new employee that was hired to be, I think, the project lead for cloud infrastructure or whatever. So there's also now a accusation going around from the people who have project tenure that it's kind of unfair that while the management is being replaced, also 2 new people are added to the team that have prior relationship to the new manager. Which I also get why that doesn't sit quite right with them. It's but this kept like stacking up. Every new employee, the people who've been in this project for a long time kind of got pissed off about. So that's been like the last half a year in this project, and it's not enjoyable.
Yeah, I can imagine not.
Also, other weird shit that happened is someone got added to the team and then took a half-year sabbatical immediately after. Which is like, what? Why do you get
Yeah, it is kinda weird
onboarded
now.
and then the week after you take a half year off?
Yeah.
Huh? Yeah, I don't know.
You explained everything to me for me to take a break, and then you can explain it again because I will have forgotten it again.
Yes. The only person that got added to the team since January that I have a good feeling about, like actually fitting the role and not being overly passive, be that for fear or for lack of care, I don't know. I just notice people being passive in the team, is the new product owner, who is actually really, really like engaging with the team, trying to understand what all of the things we are doing are, and to develop like a baseline understanding of everything that we are making. Nirsh, why are you queuing? We're here. We can re-invite you. Ah, hello. Well, Addy can re-invite you. I don't have lead.
Yeah, well,
Oh.
nope, can't right now.
Promote.
Nirsh has disappeared.
Yeah, I was doing all the job quests.
Ah.
And while I was doing that, I was queuing just like because I didn't know if there were any instances and stuff.
Yeah, fair.
Apparently, no.
I guess
I don't
we're
remember on
waiting.
which level they were.
No, me either. But yeah, that's like that's the only one who seems to like actually fit the position they got inserted into. Because we have a lot of people here that are like, so obviously we are instructed to pass on our knowledge to the new employees, but at least in my opinion, that requires initiative from the new employee to come to me and ask for my knowledge.
Yeah.
And they haven't done that in 6 months. Not a single person has asked me to sit down with them and explain the couple of things that I've done in the infrastructure to them. Except for the new PO. He's the only one who, when I brought up, like, oh, internal tool XYZ, he was like, oh, what's that? And then I explained it to him. And he even asked follow-up questions. Like, damn, he actually wanted to understand what the project is. That's crazy. It's so weird. Like, one of the people who were angry at the mismanagement actually, like, wrote me a Teams message after he kind of blew up at the end of a meeting. That, like, what was happening at the customer right now would be a prime example for mismanagement that we could learn from. And that's like, oof. Because he blew up about, like, we have a team meeting that's just for, like, talking about team stuff. And that meeting was the first one of them I attended because I accidentally missed the first one. Whoops. I didn't see it was added to my calendar, and I just was working while it was happening. And then I was like, wait, what? And the second one, we were talking about all of the new positions and stuff. And the meeting with 10 people present was literally just him, the old product owner, and the woman in management that I mentioned talking, and no one else said anything. And at the end of the meeting, he blew up about that like, it cannot be happening that everyone else is so passive about something that, like, concerns them. And I rightfully interjected that, like, yeah, me and my coworkers from the company I work for haven't really said anything for the past couple of, like, for the past half hour. But that's because the past hour, you've been talking about entirely internal affairs that don't affect any external employees, because you've been talking about management positions and internal communications positions that we do not have intersection with. The only part of this meeting that's been interesting to 6 people here was the new PO, which was the first 30 minutes of it. And to my surprise, they actually did take that, like, especially the 2 people in, like, more leadership-y positions in the meeting, did take that very positively. Because they realized that, yeah, this is a team meeting, and they make a point of not treating external employees as different from internal employees, and having a team meeting about a topic that only concerns half the team isn't really a
Yeah.
team meeting. And they do have another meeting that the externals aren't invited to that is specifically for internal affairs.
Yeah.
So, like, why were we discussing it in this meeting? We also had a very long one of those this week where I also voiced some of my grievances. Exactly that. I get the feeling that there are 16 people here who don't want to be here, which is not great. So yeah, it's a very stressful week, but I hope that we get out the other end better, because otherwise I don't
love-
really know what I'm gonna do.
I love having a level 39 gladiator.
Yippee! Also, this is the reason why I haven't given any of my coworkers my Twitch account.
Mm.
Because I
They
can't
can,
complain about them when they watch my stream.
Fair.
The only coworker that has my Twitch account is someone who's working on in internal IT at my company. Who I recently found out is a protogen. Yippee! And we talked about VR chat, as you do. So the prophecy has been fulfilled. There is furries working in IT.
Of course. Where else would they be?
Yeah. I don't know. Apparently working in chemistry.
Oh, that one, yeah.
The suspiciously wealthy furries. Yeah.
The suspicious furries. Oh, wait.
But I am in this kind of awkward position that if I do switch jobs again, I also need to search for something that pays at least as good or better than my current position.
Mm.
And the longer I'm at this company, the harder that becomes, because I do get raises.
Mm.
It is annoying. I should just become a famous streamer and not have to worry about this anymore.
Yeah.
I need to just sit down and
then
do social media.
being a famous streamer is luck. Like 99% luck.
Yeah.
But
I mean,
it's
the right people have
also
to find you, and
Like it's a lot of work, and you have to be.
yeah.
There's
Yeah.
like a lot of skill involved in it, but that just gets you into the set of
Yeah.
people that could
Yeah,
get there,
exactly.
and luck gets you the rest of the way.
Yeah, I mean the problem is still is like the same goes for like being like a digital artist. If you want to get make money with it, you have to be lucky for people to
Yeah.
discover you. Even though like you can post your stuff but there are so many people posting their stuff that you have
Right.
Yeah.
you need the luck that someone finds you.
Also,
And even if you have all of the skill and all of that, like you still need the
Yes.
luck.
Also, if you are sex repulsed, you just have your chances of making money as a digital artist reduced by about 80%. Because
That's
so much
probably
of
true.
money trading hands in digital art is porn, and if
Yeah.
you are unable to draw it, well, fuck. You
I guess
just
if
lost
I
80% of the
really
customer
need the
base.
money and stuff, I guess I could do it,
Yeah.
but I do not want to. Like having if it's like act painting, yeah, sure. Like
Mhm.
that's fine because it's just like yeah, draw a body, sure, let's go.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I don't have a problem with that,
But
but I don't want to do porn because like no.
yeah. But that's just like so much of digital art
Yeah, fair.
is in that category.
That's true.
It's also basically the only way that a Patreon is sustainable.
Mm.
Because what most artists who don't do commissions do is do safer work art as advertisement on art platforms and then paywalled not safer work art on their Subscribe Star or Patreon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's like very, very rarely, and you need to be very good. You can do something like webcomics and make money with that. But that's even more work. And you not only have to be a good artist, you also need to be a good writer. And you need to be good at layouting. Because now you're not just making a single piece, you're now making a whole comic. And comics do stand like... It doesn't have to be good, but it helps. Like the story. Story doesn't have to be good, but it helps. It's difficult. But yeah, for streaming, it's like when people hear like being a famous content creator is 99% luck, what they hear is, oh, you can just do the bare minimum until you luck out, but that's not how it works.
That is not true.
No,
You
you
need
have
to
to work like
put
crazy
in the work
until you luck out.
and luck out.
Yeah.
You
need both.
have to
If
work
you-
like crazy and luck out. And
because like
if you
nobody will
don't do
watch you.
both, you will never get there.
Yeah, because nobody will watch you if they see you do not like give 100%
Yes.
for it, right? The people are like, no, I'm not gonna
Right,
watch a
if
person.
you're-
They don't even
If
care
you're
about
not
it.
interested in your own content, why would anyone else be?
Yeah.
If
If you
I
don't,
if I
feel
had
like you're doing it, yeah.
a lot of money, like it would be so much easier because I could pay people to make models for me. I could pay people to do my editing, to do my socials. But unless you are like born rich, you have to do all of that yourself for years until you blow up and then make enough money to sustain yourself and an editor and a social media person and a manager. Like, even Shenpai, who's been pretty big for a long time, didn't have a manager until a couple years ago. Because, like, you need to make enough from your content to know that you will be able to pay them even if you make a bit less from your content.
Yeah.
That's also
So you're
why
like
being...
your worst months do have to be still enough to
Exactly.
pay them.
That is why sponsorships are so important, because having sponsors lined up is a very good way to ensure income, even if viewership drops slightly. If you are a big Twitch streamer, you can do without it, but it's still better to have like your baseline covered by something that is not contingent on your viewers having money.
Yeah.
Because subs are going to fluctuate, and it is just peace of mind. Also, if you do get to a specific size of content creator, what you should do is invest your excess into passive income.
Yep.
Like, you also need to do economics eventually as a content creator. Because everything that ensures that even if you do badly a month, you still eat is good. But it's also so stressful. And people get into content creation as a job prospect, often not really knowing about any of this, and then getting completely blindsided by it. Please don't quit your job until you have a business plan as an independent creator. Please don't.
Yes.
Yeah, you have to view it as a business. If you don't view it as a business, it's not going to work.
Yes. You can still do it as a hobby if you don't view it as a business.
Yes,
but
absolutely.
You will never
is
be
my
able
hobby.
to live off of it if you don't view it as a business.
Right. No, the important thing is just that, like, you can always make art for yourself and just for your own edification. It's just if you want to try and live off of your art that you need to now pay attention to the fact that now you're talking about a business.
Exactly. like for me, it's I have done the math of how much I would need in a low yield fund minimum to be able to quit my job. And it's 1.5 million, which is a lot of money. That is
Yeah.
minimum.
Yeah.
What I should have is 2.5 million.
That's
I do not want to do the math because I know I will never do it anyway. So
It sucks.
yeah, no.
Also, all of that math is assuming that the economy doesn't die
Yeah. And also, like, I
permanently.
don't even want, like, I don't want to be like a big
Yeah.
content creator. Like, I would be. I think, like, honestly, like, I think if
A
ever, like, if I
medium-sized
have like
content
maybe like
creator.
100 or 150 viewers, that would be like perfect. If at some point I have that, I would like, that's great.
Be fun.
That's amazing. And maybe like 20 of those people are actually active in chat, and that's gonna. It's
right.
fine.
Right. I really don't mind being like I like being known. Like I like having some amount of like within the communities that I run, people have
Mm.
heard of me. And so
Yeah,
like
that, yeah,
in the
that.
TTRPG online community, like people have heard of me. I walk in a bunch of different North American Twitch circles and whatever, and
Nobody's
people know
heard
who
of
I
me.
am as a player. But that's only because the DMs know who I am as a player. The audiences don't. They don't care.
Yeah.
Right? Like I'm not a draw. And I'm okay with that because also I don't mind not I still have like the it is a privilege to be private and
Yeah,
I
that's
like that
also true.
very much.
Yeah. Also, obviously talking about art, since we currently live in the darkest timeline, apparently.
Yeah, that's true.
Please learn how to make art.
Yeah, it is
If
already
you don't have the money to pay for
completely
it, learn it.
it is already a completely democratized thing. Anyone
Yeah.
can art. Just
I
spend time.
hate that marketing of like, oh, it is democratizing XYZ.
Yep.
If it's
It's already for
democratizing,
everyone.
if it's democratizing coding and art, then why is the only one making money off of it a big tech company? That's not democracy.
I mean, the fact is that like you are not making art. You will never get better at a thing that you do not do.
Yeah.
And so if you are asking the computer to make shit for you, it's going to turn out shit and your stuff will never get better than what
Yeah.
it can do because you're not making art. You've not learned to do anything.
Also, no technology currently existing on Earth is ever going to be able to make a good product if you don't know how to make a good product. Because all they can do is make an average product. And the average artwork...
They can't even really do that.
The average artwork is shit.
I mean, so the other part is that we use the marketing for AI is completely bullshit because we keep on redefining what AI means.
Oh yeah, because they have to.
Back in the 90s, they started trying to build chatbots that would pass the Turing test, and they've been doing that ever since.
Yeah.
And every single year, every like 5 years, they come up with a new way to make chatbots that pretend to be humans and trick people into thinking that they're conversing with a human, and they call them AIs. They've never been AIs.
No.
Yeah.
The best usages for AI, for learning models, is expert systems, not general AI and not generative AI. Expert systems are great. And now we're replacing all of our expert systems, like the phone tree things and stuff that would predict where you're trying to go, with something that wants to talk to you. Because the thing that they have replaced it with is a chatbot. And the only thing that it's good at is talking to people and making them think that they're talking to a person.
Yeah.
I don't want to talk to my fucking light switch. Right?
No.
Like
Yeah.
I have an Alexa, which sucks now. It used
Yeah.
to suck less. Now it sucks more because it takes longer for it to respond, and when it does, it listens afterwards. And the only way to get it to shut up, like to
Yeah.
stop talking, stop listening, is to say, you know, go away now or thank you. And it's like, I don't want to thank my fucking light switch.
Yeah,
I'm
no.
sorry, but like I want
So-
the LCARS menu system. I want to be able to tell
Yeah.
it to, like, I am okay with the idea of voice interfaces. I'm okay with the
Yeah.
idea of using LLMs to understand what people say in order to interface them with expert tools and humans. But what we have instead is a thing that wants to engage you and keep you talking
So
to it.
I
Yeah.
And so it will
like
do whatever it can to keep you talking because that's the only win
Yeah.
mode for it.
I like the Apple Intelligence version of Siri that was introduced with iOS 26, 27, whatever. The one that's currently out and not in beta. Because you can give it commands like, please make a reminder, call this for that day at 7 p.m. and 2
Right.
days later, and it will do it.
Right. And what it'll do is it will use the language model in order to interpret
Yeah.
what you've said into a list of commands. Then it'll do those things. But that's
And you know what it will
providing
do
a human
then?
interface.
You know what
to
it
a
will do
tool.
then? It will tell you, I have done that, and then it will shut up.
That's exactly what I want out of my tools. I want
And if you
want
have
a
your
system
phone
that
muted,
will-
it won't even talk to you. It'll just do it,
Perfect.
pop it up on the screen,
Brilliant.
and then it's
Yeah.
done.
I cannot tell you how annoyed I get when I quickly tell
Yeah.
the machine to set a timer because I'm working in the kitchen. And it sets the timer and it starts listening. And I go back to my conversation with the human in the room because they're interesting to talk to. And then this dumb machine goes, "What are you talking about?" I'm like, "I'm not talking to you. You're stupid. Leave me alone." Like, just stop. I don't want to talk to my fucking robot.
I
I
saw
have never wanted to talk to a chatbot.
I saw a post the other day by someone I follow on Tumblr who was like, you know, back in the day, I used to like the Torment Nexus as a sci-fi trope, but now that
Yeah.
every tech company has created their own inferior version of the Torment Nexus, I'm less interested in the trope. And I commented under that because, like, they also put the tag "This is about Gen AI."
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So nobody
for
would
sure.
misunderstand. But I commented under that, and I want to find the exact words I used because I like them. Because I was like, yeah, I'm still interested in the fictional trope, and I'm incredibly sad that a term that used to belong to an exciting but dangerous technology that was so advanced as to rival or even surpass human intelligence, and to call into question what it truly means to be alive, to be sentient, to be human, is now worn by a machine that is anything but. Like someone put my favorite
Yep.
dress on a rotting corpse.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah. Can you tell I'm a writer?
I'm such a fan of robot stories and stuff. I'm
Yeah.
a huge proponent of the idea that that we should be prepared to treat, and this is something that comes from like not just science fiction robots, but also whatever, we should be prepared to pay attention to what seems like it might be a non-human person. And one of the things that I'm really actually proud of is so I'm half Indian. India recognizes elephants and dolphins as non-human persons deserving of certain protections.
Aw.
They obviously can't participate in the systems of human governance and whatever, but they do have certain rights that you can't, like, you can't fuck with elephants because they're people. They're not
Mm.
like
Yes.
they have around the like they're not capable of participating, but they are like they can't choose the laws, but the laws should actually pay attention to
Yeah.
them in some way.
Yeah.
I think that's really fucking cool.
I'm
And
here. I'm
you
done
know,
with
my
quests.
Asimov loving
Yippee.
ass is I've always been a fan
I'm ready
of
if you want.
Robot Pinocchio stories where like where
But where do we go?
what
I
is
could
people?
do leveling roulette, so I get more
Sure.
stones for. Maybe I can finish the relic weapon for my room at some point. Need like 2 more.
Promote. But yeah, I really like artificial intelligence
I'm sorry,
trope
I'm
in
back on.
fiction. No, it's fine.
Yeah,
I
me
was
too.
also ranting about my job for half an hour. It's okay. This is the Final Fantasy and yapping stream.
The
Ye-
final yappy
I'm ready.
stream.
But yeah, I
I'm ready.
like
Ooh.
I like this trope still. I am not
Yeah.
disinterested in the trope. I am
Yeah.
mad that it's being stolen for something it has nothing to do with. That's not where you go. I've just baited this.
Debated.
Poor-
You got debated. You got
poor
debated.
person.
Where were we?
I like this trope, and I'm really mad that it's being like bastardized by the tech industry.
Well, often people do not go here.
Yeah, the tank's about to die, and now I'm about to die.
Get back here. There's the
Hello.
key back here.
Yes, I know, but I was following the tank.
I'm dying. I'm dead.
Yippee.
Ah. Fine.
Another tank will die again because they attacked the mobs. No. Fine.
Oh.
Why did you attack them?
I don't know. Please. And this is way faster. Because every time I die, I get my paintings back.
Oh.
This is way faster, because every time I die, I get my paintings back. And my swift cast.
I just had to sit there casting Cure over and over and
Tiny
over and over again.
key.
I don't think the tank will know.
Nah. They're probably used to just one person running off and doing it. While they full pull.
But you can't. There are enemies.
Yeah,
You cannot
probably the
pick up
tank.
this shit.
I think you can. I think you can sneak past
No,
them.
because when they attack you, they interrupt you.
Oh, ninja. I think you can.
Hmm.
Not sure.
I mean, I guess why do you have glare?
Not that door.
Why are you?
Why are you opening that door?
They
Did they
have
open that
multiple
door?
classes on level 100. Sometimes I'm astonished by
Yeah.
how little players know. We're like, well, I've done this like 300 fucking times. You should fucking know it.
I only
somehow,
have
please.
one piece of my AoE combo. I hate this.
I have AoE.
Oh, I'm so happy they are probably
least
fixing this with evolved
casts.
mode.
At least I have AoE casts. I do not have AoE.
They said, yeah, they are adding a new gameplay mode to the game called evolved mode. Which means that Evercold is technically adding like 18 classes to the game.
Because they will work a little differently than.
Yeah, all
With less
existing
buttons.
classes will get an evolved mode version, and the new classes will only have evolved mode. But the current gameplay will be preserved, called Reborn mode, because it was added in A Realm Reborn.
I see.
Evolved mode is more active than Reborn mode, with such
Oh,
amazing
thank you,
gameplay
whoever interrupted
ideas.
that.
With such amazing gameplay ideas as, hey, tank, would you like to have an ability that rewards you for clicking it late before a tank buster?
Yes.
So many people will
It
die
will
to
be-
tank busters for greed.
Yes. Yes.
It's great.
But also the Dragoon, where they decided to, okay, we do have to make the jump different. They wanted to add like the jump like in PvP,
Yeah.
where wrong direction, where
Where
you
are they
get
going?
I'm just going where the tank is going.
well, I don't.
The tank is going the
The tank is
way.
leaving.
I don't
The tank
know.
is going
I
upstairs.
don't know how someone can. Oh, I've played this so many fucking times.
Yippee.
What was I saying? Ah, yeah, the
I'm gonna
have
heal
like a
you from
dragoon
up
jump
here.
like in PvP where you just like are gone for like some seconds.
Ow.
But they then had to decide like, okay, you're
Ow.
not 100% invulnerable.
I got you.
But like maybe like an 80% damage reduction while you are
Yeah.
like jumping. It's like, oh, that's great.
Yeah, they didn't want to give you full immunity because you could cheese raid mechanics with it.
Yeah, they don't want that.
But it's gonna be pretty funny. They talked about it in Anaheim already, and then in Berlin again. So every existing class will get an evolved mode variant, which plays a bit more like an action MMO instead of what we have now. It's also going to be very simplified. It's going to feel a lot like PvP in how the buttons are arranged. Most combos will be single button combos. And they will also do things where a button might change depending on how close you are to an enemy. But this was all very early demo. It hasn't gone to playtesting yet. So this is all like early concept implementation and not to be taken as this is how it will look when it's done.
But like probably like stuff that we are just like combine certain buttons like a provoke and shirk and stuff. So you don't
provoke
have
will be
ones.
provoke when you target an enemy and shirk when you target a player.
Yeah.
For instance.
Ooh,
Yeah.
It's just one button.
that's nice. I like that.
I mean it makes sense because otherwise we do like begin to have a lot of buttons and especially controller players have a problem, right?
They want to make the game more playable, and like one goal for Evercold is to modernize how the game works to meet expectations of players who are not used to tab targeting MMOs and might come from mobile games. For instance, they are adding a feature that auto-paths you to quest NPCs, which is elective. Like, you don't have to, but you can.
That's
so you don't have to walk to a NPC manually anymore if you don't like doing that.
That sounds like it's going to be a mobile game too.
I mean, Final Fantasy XIV already is a mobile game. They shut it down in China.
Shut it down. Yeah.
They already did make a Final Fantasy XIV mobile game.
Yeah, but I guess I was still thinking about that. If I'm gonna do like a second account just to try it out on Switch, I do want to try it out. But like,
yeah, the Switch version went live today, and if you have an active account, you need to buy Dawn Trail again on Switch.
I don't really want.
Which is annoying.
Yeah, I don't want to do that.
That's true of every single version.
Yeah, but it's annoying that you need to do it for the period where it's a server test.
Yeah.
Like right now, the subscription is free for trial period, but like not really. Because you still need to buy the client, but you can download the free trial and make a new account to try it out. Because it does look fun, and I do have a Switch too. And I would like to be able to play Final Fantasy XIV when I'm in Munich.
Raid on. No, I don't think raiding is not for it, but at least casual
No,
play.
just play it, not raid.
Yeah. Yeah, but I mean,
Play the video
there are
game.
people that will do it.
Yeah,
because they
Yeah.
can.
but for the funnies, not seriously.
Yeah, exactly, for the funnies. Or maybe they don't have a good PC. I don't fucking know. But like at least like for casual play and story and stuff,
Yeah.
like why not? Like if you can play it like just in bed or stuff, it would be cool. Like I'm gonna play some story on my alt. Bye.
As long as it runs well enough, like I don't care. But I'm also not good
That's
at
why I-
controller play, so
Yeah, same. But like maybe I can learn it for casual. But also like maybe like just then if I'm like away for a week and have like good enough internet in the hotel or stuff that at least if I feel like I would like to do like some like daily stuff, I could do it.
yeah. If you're not in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
Although I guess the middle of nowhere also is the inside of any toilet on the German highway system.
Fair.
I don't think I've had reception in a single one in my life.
Funny.
At least, like,
But also
at least my phone would theoretically work if I was in the middle of bumfuck nowhere, at least to call emergency services. That's like the one actual innovation that Apple has made in the last couple of
Oh, no.
decades.
I'm
yeah,
the
you have
only
to wait
one.
longer. Yeah, this one you have to wait until you have the dodged on you.
Yeah.
I love that I'm the only one that got it, but I'm the only one who has a Suna.
Yep.
Yeah.
Commendation. But yeah, so the only time in recent history that Apple has actually done an innovation in the smartphone market is that since the iPhone 15, all iPhones come with a satellite modem that can send emergency calls even if you don't have phone reception, as long as you
That
are
is
under open
smart.
sky. Which is really fucking smart.
Another one. Yeah, that would have been good, like in the place where I was, like in Austria.
Yeah.
Because literally you didn't have any reception. There was like, if I would want to go here and like do like some, if I want to do like some hiking, yeah, no fucking way. I have
Oh,
no
it's a
reception.
mentor. We can't traumatize them.
So sad.
I did do it the other day, Eddie. I had a new player
yeah.
in here, and I posted. I wrote, "Enjoy the MSQ" after the dungeon.
So rude.
Yeah.
I
I
did
would do
it.
that.
I posted
No,
a
this is-
screenshot of it with the Helmo emote.
This
No.
is a returner.
Yeah,
So
that's a mentor. That's crafting mentor.
You're a returner
You're the returner.
on this character. It's the
oh,
flower.
I guess that's true. But what they said was it's first time after a long time, so
Ah, yeah.
But how the fuck did you get crafting mentor?
I probably haven't been tanking, for a long time.
Or maybe they just
That's what
haven't
I
been
would've-
playing the game for a long time, but they
Right.
got
Yeah.
that's what I was thinking.
crafting mentor like 2 years ago when the expansion
Yeah.
released.
And now they feel like, okay, I'm gonna play again
Yes.
until like
And then they
Forever
just
Cold, I
get
do some-
the vault.
like doing all the stories and stuff for
I don't think a single dungeon in this game has had its voice lines as imprinted into my brain as the vault.
yeah.
But the German ones specifically.
Yes! Aha!
Nieder mit dir! Ha ha ha!
I hate
It's
it.
so stupid.
Die Pest gehört ausgemerzt.
Die Pest!
That's so stupid.
Filthy
Oh
rats.
man.
Yeah,
That's so funny.
that's the line.
I-
In
yeah.
In German, it's the
there's-
pest has to be eradicated.
Yeah.
There is there's a couple that have fully inhabited my brain, taken up residence forever.
Anyway, goodbye, Adolfo.
Oh,
But
no.
wait!
There's more. Oh no.
This is so annoying.
Yeah.
Like, yes, I got to kill him twice, yippee.
The holiest of the holy, no?
My holy is holier than thou.
Yeah.
Oh yes, come to me.
Yippee!
Hello.
I'm painting. Will I get... No, I will not get Steel Muse off before he dies. I will not bother. Would be up now. 1 GCD, 2 GCD. Yeah, I made the right choice. Hello?
Interesting.
What? Also, I love how you're still in battle here for like an hour.
Yeah.
Shut up!
Yeah. Oh wait. No, I want that. Competitive religion.
Competitive religion! Yes.
Christianity extreme.
He's the Pope. What do you want from me? Oh, the Thordan cosplay at FanFest was so good.
Oh, that was so good. Fucking Pope, man. I would have loved to punch him.
Yeah.
I mean, not the cosplayer, but the Pope.
I would have been like, hey, can we do a picture that looks like I'm punching you?
Yeah, sure, that one. Yeah.
I need to get into cosplay. I need to get into so many things.
Just do it. I want group cosplays, please. I'm always so alone.
It's so expensive to get into.
We could just do like more casual stuff, you know. You don't have to do like the big, very complicated stuff.
Because unfortunately for my wallet, I also think it's lame to buy costumes online, so I will need to build a lot of skills and buy a lot of shit.
I mean, if you like get parts of it from someone who does it themselves, why not?
Yeah. No, I mean like buying the cosplay on Amazon.
Yeah, no, that one.
I just don't like people
I
just
guess if it's
buying like a
if it's your
high
first-
Q outfit.
Yeah, but if it's like your first cosplay and you
Yeah.
just want to see it, if it's something you like, I guess that's fine. But otherwise, I do like I think
Like I
like
fully
it when people, like,
get
buy it from someone who
commissioning
makes it or
a
make it-
cosplay.
Yeah,
Like Yoshida's fine.
yeah.
I get that he doesn't have the time or the skills to do it that well himself, but he commissions an actual person.
Yeah.
Fucking Sergrino, the bully.
I will not yield to you.
I wish they put enough enemies before him so that his marker would
I
be
have the power.
Sergrino the bull Y.
But his looks.
No, that's because he replaces.
Oh.
His previous model is called Sergrino the bull,
Niedermütiger.
but his but his counter is
I do not
is
currently have.
W.
I do not have currently German voice lines.
The same
But I know them
reason,
so well.
like the same reason, like these little counters is like why I'm sad that they redid Castrum, because La Brea would get D by the time
Yeah,
you got
Laha
to him.
bread.
So it would be Laha
I
bread.
love Laha bread.
Yeah. Oh,
And-
that's
Laha
why.
bread.
And
Yes,
now,
that's why it was
he
Laha
is the
bread.
first enemy in the instant, so he's Laha Bria.
That's also funny, but I love
That is
Laha
also
bread.
funny. But Laha bread was very good. But yes, that is
It
why
was
Laha
so
bread.
good.
That's the reason.
Why Laha bread? Yes.
Because by the time you get to him, it has wrapped around enough for him to get D as his target marker.
It was so great. I love Laha bread.
Laha bread. There is also an amazing Photoshop of someone making like a loaf of bread with the La Habrea mask, and then someone
I
made
think
it
was
for
actually
real
toast.
afterwards.
Yeah.
Someone actually
Yeah.
3D printed the mask and put it on a loaf of toast.
Yes.
Excellent.
Laha bread. And then they photoshopped one of his voice lines over it.
Yes. As you
Now
have.
what we actually need
Oh my
is
god, die! I just got die. Which is so crazy.
that German bread character to
Bernd?
voice
Yeah, Brot.
lines.
Bernd das Brot?
Yes.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, actually, we should do. Yeah,
Why is this
just
forced?
put him. Yeah, because we have to do the enemies. They want us to do the enemies.
Just let us skip it if we get a chance.
I do have to search for a picture of Bantas Brot and make him into La bread.
Yes.
So
Speaking
it
of
lives in my brain.
All of that stuff is good for decent thing and then selling shit.
I cannot
That's how
desynth.
you get money.
Yeah.
Are you all playing?
I'll be off in a second.
No way. Oh no! I wanted to dash away from him. I did. I was not allowed to because he
Sloppy.
despawned the moment. Why
Sloppy.
would he do that? I just wanted to jump away. I was not allowed.
Everything dies.
Yes, that's why I left them.
Everything burns.
Check out my ass size.
That's why I left them.
Aziz.
Because I knew that a steel muse would be wasted.
I was just waiting for it to come back up.
Assise.
That's all.
The sickness must be purged.
Yes. Sickness must be purged. Pest.
Knights.
Die Pest gehört ausgemerzt.
Knights. Kniggets.
And I do it now.
Oh,
Yippee!
I should probably not die. Instead
Why?
of dying, I should not do that.
Wow.
The
Good
sickness must
idea.
be
Good plan.
purged. I love not dying. It's my favorite.
Bonk. Yippee.
There.
Yo. Orchestrion scroll. Stigma balls.
Oh, I might actually get the Orchestrion, and I actually don't have that one yet.
Wow. You don't
I
have it
have
on your alt on the European
Yes.
server. What a
Yes, correct.
surprise.
All right. I am going to log out now and
Oh.
eat something because it is noon where I am,
Yeah.
and I'm
Goodbye.
hungry.
Hungry. Bye.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Ah. Gold saucer.
Oh my god, I can do my really. Let's go. Dragoon.
I'm golding my saucer.
Damn.
I'm buttering my egg roll.
Hello, please give me relic weapon. I do think I have to do light farm after.
I hate mini cactbot because it's like 1, 2, 8.
No. Dee do dee dee do 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 dee do do.
Yes.
Do I have a different weapon I can take?
I wonder if they
Oh yeah, I have the level 51. That's good.
Still so weird to me that the Fall Guys stuff is like periodic.
Yeah,
Just here sometimes.
yeah.
Especially since I don't think the season pass ever came back in actual Fall Guys.
Oh.
I think you only could earn it
Could
once.
be, yeah.
And that was the reasoning back then, but still weird.
Hello, I would like to do light farm, I guess, I think.
Oh, the
I
call
think
to
that's the light
action.
farm stack.
The call to action at
Dude, the
FanFest.
right looks sick!
Oh.
Hmm?
The call to action at FanFest was really funny. When they were like, hey, if you are a company that wants to collaborate with Final Fantasy XIV, hit us
yeah.
up.
That's so funny.
It's like, yes.
Please collab.
We would like to have more collabs. Okay.
Yeah.
So I guess they will put the other gold saucer on a different floor? Or maybe they will tear
Maybe,
down this wall.
Yeah, maybe. I'm sure they can add it. Yeah, maybe here. Could be.
Just you go here and then you are in the gold saucer and the
Yeah.
gold saucer. I wonder if they're going to add another gold saucer to the gold saucer.
Maybe. But I'm so looking forward to the typing minigame. I'll try it. See if I am any good at typing. I'm also like is it biggest question for me is probably like, do you have to queue in a language, in a certain language, or how do they do that? Like, if I'm
I
playing on
have
German and someone else
no
on English,
idea.
how will that work? That's really what I'm like. How will that work?
I have no clue.
Or will it just maybe queue in the same language? Maybe, I don't know.
Oh, by the way,
right. One of the steps I have to.
Another thing that people don't know is that the mining and the wood mini games in the Gold Saucer are actually the mini games from 1.0 for gatherers.
Oh.
Yep. That is how gathering used to work. And if you've ever played either of them, you understand why they replaced it for the actual gathering minigame, because it is horrid. It's not good.
Yeah, fair.
Oh, there's a gate.
A gate?
Yes.
Well.
Gold Saucer active time event. That's what Fate stands for. Full active time event. I think. Or encounter. One of them.
I don't know.
It is an acronym. Surely I will be safe here. I'm just playing a random Gold Saucer minigame.
Nice.
I love when we were queuing up for raid, and I was like, "Hey, my pet is called Caduceus," and Melva was like, "Ha, like the raid boss." And then I was like, "Yeah, this pet is what the raid boss was named after canonically." And then he didn't believe me. That's in the item description. This is actually the original Caduceus.
Yeah, it was just little snake.
And it was also created by Hermes, which is why the one in Bahamut is called Caduceus, because that was created by Amon.
Yeah.
Like everything that's a problem. I've been healed.
Oh.
I was healed by a random person. I didn't read the skill name, so I don't know what class it is, and they're standing opposite.
Oh.
Ah, fuck. Immediately lost. Let's go.
I love it.
I didn't even get blown off stage. I just got hit and I was like, nope.
Oh. Sad.
Yeah. It is. Will Pictomancer truly be my 5th class at level 100? Who knows? Only time will tell. I'm considering just not unlocking Viper, because it's funny. Just leave it locked forever.
It's the snake one.
Is it though?
Yeah, all the fucking attacks have snake names.
But it's melee.
Fair.
They should make a ranged snake one. It should actually be snake pet.
Yeah, maybe you can exchange the bird for snake ranger.
Yes. It's gonna be ranger, and bird is going to be the level 90 ability, and then snake is going to be the level 110 ability. And it's gonna be so good.
Oh, you have to do dungeons with the weapon equipped. I hate this.
Fun festival. Final Fantasy 14.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
The worst part about art is that you need to have time,
Yes.
and then you don't have time, and then you can't do art. Then you just don't get better because you can't do it. Because, oh, surprise, you will not get better at things you're not doing.
No, you don't? I thought I could just
Yippee!
get better in my sleep.
Yeah,
Just dream about doing art and then you will get better at all.
yeah. Totally.
My throat is starting to hurt.
No. I mean, I'm also considering just turning off stream because
Mm-hmm.
the replacement stream was a success.
Yes.
Ah.
Am I tweaking, or can you always change the colors of the horn?
Words.
What the fuck? I just saw the video
Yeah.
Benji posted. What do you mean you can change aura horns on Switch? The color. What?
Maybe they got a early preview build of the new systems.
I think that is a bug. I don't think that should be the horns. because it's only the horns and not all scales, and I think it should be if all scales, you know.
I don't know. Can't you
Oh,
do
do
it?
we get to choose like oh, that would be so cool, like
Pretty
scale
sure.
color.
Yeah. Would be really funny. I'm not sure this is Switch exclusive though. Could find out, but I
Do
can't
you-
be bothered.
I want to find out. Log out. I'm gonna make a character to see.
Okay, no, this is Switch exclusive. And apparently only Switch 2 players can see the horn color
What?
of other Switch 2 players. So I'm pretty
Crazy.
sure the Switch build might have accidentally included an
Mm.
8.0 data feature,
Oh damn.
which would be really funny.
But then also I think I do think they would do like all scales, not just horn, because that's kind of weird.
I don't know. The
Should be
person
all
here is like, I
scales.
think this is a bug and not an 8.0 feature, but if it's a bug, why would other Switch 2 players be able to see your customization? It needs to at least be actually synced to the server
Yeah.
somewhere.
But maybe it is like an early thing, because I do
Yeah.
think if they would change the color, they would be all scale color and not
I think someone just accidentally included it in the build.
Yeah, and probably not finished. That's why you only
That's
see
funny.
the horns.
That's
so
very
crazy.
funny.
Dude, I think I would recolor my horns. I probably
Yeah.
would give them like a violet tint, to be honest.
Horn
I really
color.
would love to do that. Yeah. let's
Who's
go.
the poor FF14 dev who accidentally included this in the build? Oops. Well, someone who's never played the game is like, this is the game, right?
Sure.
I would buy this as a bug if it didn't sync, if it wasn't visible to other players. And I'd also consider this to be a bug if it was visible to PC players, but it isn't. That means that needs to be a part of the character data model that somehow exists on the server, but has no implementation in any other client except for the Switch client.
Yeah.
Weird. Ah, well. But I'm turning off stream. Goodbye, stream. Thank you for
Bye.
watching. I will see you on Tuesday. And then Dish will see you on Saturday again.
Yippee.
You're just gonna be on all of my streams now.
No.